The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present The Great Pendragon Campaign by Greg Stafford, with David Larkins as the Game Master and Desiree Valdez as the Adversary.
Here she goes.
That does.
I have tons of laundry to do, so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Speaker is paired.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you, speaker.
Okay. Okay, it's playing a podcast instead of music. That's not good.
Oh dear.
I didn't realize we were in that phase.
That is not a good sign.
It's playing Ken and Robin talk about stuff.
Oh.
Stop!
Maybe that's not...
There we go.
Maybe that's a better sign, actually.
Yeah, we'll just sit here and listen to a podcast for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
How about that?
sure.
Except the beer, we're good.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, there we go. Okay, so yeah. Pendragon.
Yeah, that one game.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Well, any questions, comments, anything before we jump into winter phase?
We're gonna kill Dolorous.
You are Dolorous the Wyrm.
That's right.
That was like my first chuckle today. It was like the one thing I didn't glare at while checking my email, and I was like,
Wow.
Okay.
I'm scary when I'm angry. Renae, would you like a tiny bowl for popcorn and stuff? Since we're
So that you don't
kind
have
of
to
back
reach.
there. I mean, I brought it forward, but it's still kind of far.
Well, that's okay. Oh, I might change my mind later, but for now, I'm okay.
I'm just gonna
Think
figure
so.
out popcorn.
Alright then. Let's do that winter phase.
That's shall.
Alright. Dave, you want to kick it off with the yearly event?
Sure. Let me just pull up my chart. Alright. 5. Good. Oh, wait. No. Gift from Leash. Is that it?
No.
No?
Good fortune.
Ha!
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Curses. I have to make edits. 2.
2. Alright. Oh, gain a companion.
Oh. I'm gonna roll a 5. And get a burger.
Let's see if you get a burger.
Oh, no. I rolled a 2.
Alright. You have gained a servant.
Not a lesser burger.
Not a lesser burger.
So a master burger.
You didn't get a Whopper Jr. this time.
Curses.
Yeah.
Alright, so servant.
Yes. So, if you want, take a look at the Bontrage.
Did you just say you didn't get a Whopper Jr.?
I didn't get a Whopper Jr.
Oh. You know, Des, if you want to start laundry out here, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Just
Why not?
provide a running commentary.
That's right. We need our peanut gallery.
Here you go. All right, Renae, D20 roll.
18.
Wow.
Okay, that is bad fortune.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. All right. Another D20 roll, please.
15?
Okay, 15. All right. Pay 1d6 Libra or lose horse.
1d6 Libra. Yeah. I like my horse.
You like your horse. All right.
Yeah.
So you'll have to shell out 3 Libra to keep it.
Oh, man. Oh.
I'm gaining a Latin tutor.
Okay.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Ah.
Inspired. After last session.
Indeed. My Latin could use a boost from 5.
All right. Jade?
I had a question.
Yes.
Since I soloed Edern and I'm going to play him this session, but
Yes.
I did play Kinrain for the whole session.
Yes.
Can I do interfaces for both of them?
That's fine.
Okay. Otherwise, I'll forget to do Kinrain.
Yeah.
And he's the one who's getting glory. So Edern got an 8.
That's relations.
Kinrain got a 5.
That's good fortune.
Now what's a gift from Liege?
So for relations, you are wed. So
And
you're
I have a really high level play.
okay. So you can roll against that.
I succeed.
Okay.
I have a 20. I
Sure you didn't crit?
All right. So that is joy. So roll again on your love wife.
Roll up again. A 3.
Okay. All right. So check the passion. And she gains a love of Edern passion.
She already has it.
Oh, she already has it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. In that case, you gain... well, it goes up by 1, and you gain 1d6 skill points to distribute as you wish.
Oh, awesome.
Which is 3 points.
Still good.
Yep.
I might need more researching.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, rolling on.
Oh, we got Kinrain.
Oh.
So Kinrain got good fortune, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's another d20 roll.
That is another 7.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that comes out to... Aha, interesting. A wise hermit has dispensed 6 trait checks to you.
Oh, wow.
So I guess you had a convo with a wise hermit.
Cool.
And you learned a lot.
6 trait checks, huh?
Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead, Jen.
3.
That is good fortune as well.
Awesome.
All right, d20 roll.
10.
Very good. Oh, okay, so you're staying as a guest at Earl Robert's court, and he has seen fit to give you a gift.
Yay!
Aw.
Indeed. Let's see here. Where is
Isn't he a
that?
great Earl?
He's the best Earl. He's the most legitimate Earl of them all.
It's almost like he's a relative of yours.
Yes, it was so generous of him to just be handing out gifts.
I heard that.
You know, he's very friendly.
He's very friendly. Let's see. All right, he gave you a courser as a gift.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good hunting horse
Yeah.
to ride. Okay, very good. So that's events. So go ahead and everyone roll your checks,
Mm-hmm.
such as they may be. I don't think we have a lot.
No.
Just got the 1.
Curses. No, that was unlikely anyway.
Like, did I even really erase that?
Who?
No.
Oh, where were you like 1 roll ago, 20? Please. You just had to raise my burden. You couldn't raise my honor anymore, could you, you little bastard?
You tell it.
Yeah. If I don't, no one else will.
Yes, well.
See that resin trembling.
Can't expect other people to parent your dice for you.
That's right. You have to be firm but loving.
Ooh.
So can I keep my Latin tutor on like indefinitely?
Yep.
Awesome.
We'll just assume he survives as long as Archade does.
Ah, lovely. That sounds
Hooray!
fantastic.
His fate is tied to Archade.
I don't think he's too stoked about that.
Exactly.
You want to fight a worm this year? Oh, man.
I'm so dead. All right, everyone, age up a year. If you're 35 years of age or more, roll on the aging table.
Oh, boy.
The year is 420.
Oh god, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a 9.
Ooh, that's 1 loss.
Oh, thank God.
That's not bad.
And Dex takes another hit.
Ooh,
Down to 7.
getting a touch of the rheumatiz.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey, he's 47.
Okay.
I don't know,
So-
Kinrain's is still at 13.
Man.
I'm 53. He's gonna be 54 this year.
Kinrain's a god.
Yeah.
He's a god among men.
Kinrain is a golden god. I think we all agree on that.
I agree.
One of the commenters on last week was like, "It's always a pleasure to see Kinrain in action."
It is.
Well, he didn't do much. He just kind of like pondered killing a dragon.
He did.
Meh.
Yeah.
What meh?
But even
I
then,
was looking.
he does it so well.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
He's got star power.
I'm
That's
just
what
trying
it
to
is.
be a beacon for you all.
Right.
Be a beacon.
No.
Age them up.
If anyone wants to hire an assassin to go after Kinrain, just let me know. You can email me.
If you can afford it. Sorry, just saying. Take that.
You couldn't afford it.
I don't think you could.
Yeah, I'm crazy about Kinrain.
Yeah, it's true. You have your admire passion.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
How could I help it?
Oh man, next year I gotta have to knight my squire.
Oh shoot! I don't have a
Come on,
squire.
baby, knight my squire.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Oh.
I just looked. I'm
Alright.
so sure.
Jake's got his homework assignment.
It's 520.
Yes.
Squires need to be how old?
21 is the generally accepted
For
maximum.
squire? Oh yeah, but it's minimum.
Oh, minimum 14.
14. Like, what's 20 minus 14?
6.
5 of 6. Like, I'm sure some of my characters have like little kids who could totally be your squire.
That's
Actually,
true, actually.
I think
Sure, there's
I think
lots of
Arcade
kids.
still has
I need
like
a squire. I'm
I think
squireless.
Arcade might have
Do you want
Robert's
Maureen?
Bastard also.
Sure.
He's
Yes, you do have
Paradox
Robert's
son.
Bastard.
Perfect.
He is
Let's see, he was-
14.
You got it.
He was 14
Maureen.
at the year of the battle.
M-O-R-I-E-N.
Yes.
So that puts him
Yeah.
at 16 this
16
year.
now.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's my nephew.
Alright.
Okay.
So that means if everything is 15, I gotta roll for stuff.
That's one loss, so 1d6.
Okay. There's a
Right.
small
His
note
other
at the end
goes
of the
up.
table.
Alright. I got an 8 managing table for.
One loss.
Okay.
How'd you do, Renae?
3.
Oh,
That's
no.
strength.
1 strength.
1 point of strength, yes.
Okay.
And
I got a 4.
that is con.
Yeah. Damn. A 4. It's like if you just count down in your statistics, it's 1, 2,
Did you hear what
3,
just happened?
4,
Oh, she gave me a
5.
squire.
And if it's a 6,
Yes.
you don't count it.
Maureen.
Kinrain's nephew?
Oh, yeah, Maureen.
Okay. Alright, Maureen.
All right. Congratulations.
I'm on my way.
Yeah. You better watch out
Like,
that
there's so many of them running around. Please take one.
you're looking over a potential, Jade backup character. Just don't
right.
let him die.
I actually did that the other day. Today. I made a list of all of the eligible, like,
That's a big
children.
list.
It is.
Oh man.
I have one too. Well, there's like all the dates, like when they will become 21 or when they did turn, and so it's like
Mhm.
veritable wealth.
That's good.
Dynasty? Dynasty.
It is a bit of a dynasty. Yeah. Okay, so
Oh, could I still roll on the childbirth table even though we're using the or rolling on the aging table?
yes, absolutely,
Oh,
totally.
okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17.
17. Oh, that is child.
Oh,
The
yeah,
child
we're
is
doing that now?
born,
Yeah.
Good work.
and it's a son, no less.
Whoa!
Go Bruce.
I had an
Yay.
18.
That's going to be good enough. Yep.
If he lives to adulthood, he'll be the first one.
Son as well.
Oh, okay. Come
For-
for its children and yeah.
This one
Yeah.
needs to be named.
Nice. I believe in him.
Cool.
Go, go, go.
Oh, and I chose a name for Percy's wife.
Great.
Yep, Colwyn with a Y.
Colwyn, got it. I'll create a wiki entry. Excellent.
Yay.
Okay.
These why.
Agent.
Okey-doke.
Squire aged, servants aged.
Yep. Children's survival.
There's
I
too
think-
much.
I think all of mine are in the age of majority, as are Aaron's and Tathan's.
Nice.
Cool.
Awesome.
Oh, Tathan's got offspring. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I know. I think some of them are actually old enough to be
Be nice
some
at
of my
this point.
backups. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see.
No.
Oh, definitely. Like way old enough.
Tathan still feels like a recent knight to me, but he really wasn't.
No.
He died a while ago.
No, he kicked it and then it bit back a while ago.
Oh, my groin!
Oh God.
Okay.
The last words on his tombstone.
That's a crest right there.
On that fantastic bas relief featuring him, just on my groin.
The original.
I wonder what that is in Latin. Alright. Alright, so kin events. D6 roll, please.
No events.
Okay. Renae?
Let's see. Ah, no event.
Great.
6 for Edern.
2 events.
13 and a 10.
I think we just need 1 kin event roll since they're the same family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. 13 and a 10, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is the number of middle-aged knights in your family?
4.
Roll a d6 and try to get under that.
I got a 3.
Great. Oh, wait.
Try to get over that.
Try to get over that. Oh, well. So one of them was killed.
Okay.
And then what was the other one? The a 10, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, a 3 and a 10. Okay. Roll against orate, compose, sing, and play.
That would be Kinrain.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It sure sounds
So,
like
Orate.
Mm-hmm.
31.
Okay, very good.
Wait. Oh, wait. What? No. Hold on. I'm rolling more than 1.
Yes, you're
And I
rolling
just have
all
to
of
beat
them.
that. Okay, so
Yes.
it's Orate, sorry. Compose, sing, and play.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is.
I think I failed play.
You failed play. All right, so check orate, compose, and sing, and add 3 lineage men to your family.
Mm.
Well, that helps.
All right, how about Malvis?
Malvis rolls a 1.
Now that she knows who her family is. But there's no events.
Okay.
So.
I got my
You have a nice-
Corsair.
Yeah, you have a nice sedate family.
Thank goodness.
They don't get
Small.
into trouble or get killed.
So lineage
boring.
I got 3.
Mhm.
Yeah. 3.
Okay, so training and practice.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. So you'll recall, Jen, when you're first starting out, it's usually best to do the D6 plus 1 skill points method and just try and get up some of those skills.
Alright. But don't you think in a knight that's old like me, it would be better to put something into statistics?
You're not old.
Not old?
How old are you?
27?
It's not.
No?
I don't know, you might want to up that survivability.
Alright. That's true.
That con saves your life.
Good point.
That's how I got Kinrain to be pretty awesome. I put all of his yearly ones into
Con.
stats.
Yeah, until you turn 35 and can't anymore.
Yeah.
That's...
Glory points afterwards.
Once you're old and wise, you start allocating those training and practice to skill points. But before that, it's all about buffing up that size.
You know, it's true. I would actually suck as a Pendragon player because I've almost never played it, so.
I want to see you play now.
Well, if you're willing to run it.
Run a feast.
Being a super famous character means, according to the book, they suggest that you run a phase or two. I think
Oh, really?
I think the listeners brought that up once.
Yes, they did.
That's right.
It takes an advanced degree.
There have been some emails exchanged on that subject.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
We'll wait.
All right.
Alrighty.
Well, I'm not there yet.
Oh, awesome.
Just leaves glory. Once you're all done.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. Ready for glory?
Sure.
Okay. 110 for Archade,
Okay.
plus annual. 120 for Percy, plus annual. 151 for Kinrain, plus annual. And Malvis, since you were knighted last year.
Yes.
1,110.
Whoa! Okay, well, I'm on the map now.
Yes, you are. Ding!
Yes.
Oh, that was the other thing I want to make sure of. It was your glory was correct. What was your glory before the before that?
2079.
You're good.
Now it's 3189.
Great.
Alright, Heraldry's getting a bump this year.
Does that include Percy earned from the feast? I have +10 written down for the feast for some reason.
Oh, that might have been.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, that would have been.
I did include that.
Yeah.
You do have an extra 10 in there, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Archade and Malvis each got 110 and you got 120. So.
Okay. Oh, I see.
I love the point where your annual glory just completely makes fun of your
Yeah.
the glory that you earn every year.
Yeah. Like your earned glory is just kind of like, oh well, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's like your dividend. You know.
I'm glad to be involved. It's the interest that I'm really getting.
Exactly.
Just living off the interest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just waiting until it's like 1,000 a year. That'd be cool.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's not too hard to do with.
I'm over 650.
Yeah, with a count. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like there's something else I need to do. Oh! I need to knight my squire this year.
Alright. Make it so.
It's 30, right?
I believe it is still 30, yes. Let me check though, because we're getting up close to the point where it may not be. Let's see how this manor.
Oh.
Now I need a squire.
Okay. Yes, it is still 30. It's going to start bumping up in the next phase.
Okay.
All right, 12,000 glory. All right.
Sweet. Alright. So, that was fun. I sent you guys a list of the different dragons.
Yeah, thank you for that.
And you all chose the one dragon that's not in Malhout, which was probably pretty wise of you.
It was really just the one that wasn't indestructible.
Exactly.
Or heal all of its wounds instantly.
Exactly. We maybe have a chance at this one.
Yeah. We haven't heard all the stories about this one yet.
Right. Well, that could just be due to its remoteness, though. So
Could be. Could be.
Oh,
Cheers.
Yes, and as I mentioned in our forum correspondences, the Anglia uprising is still going on, so that was something else that you guys could have gone after. Sir Grifflet has dispatched 1,000 mercenaries to aid
Every time.
Duke Hervis. So
Okay.
that's some serious shit going down.
That's a lot of mercenaries,
That's a lot
I
of
may say.
mercenaries,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, Hervis, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he is bloodthirsty.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. He gets it done.
He does, doesn't he?
And by it we mean horrific bloody murder.
We mean
Yes.
death.
Yes.
Death is what we mean.
Yeah, well, basically, his backstory, which would be well known at this point since he's a duke, is that his father was the regent of the Duke of Caer-Cologne, which is what Anglia became.
Okay.
And so when the Angles invaded, the Duke of Caer-Cologne was only 6 years old.
Uh-huh.
And Hervis's father marched off to battle with the Duke,
The 6-year-old
at his
Duke.
side.
What?
And they were slaughtered.
Oh, my goodness.
And so Hervis carries that as like his kind of, guilty motivation, I guess you could say.
And like no sign of that is on his heraldry. Just the dead, almost
Right.
baby Duke.
Right.
In terms of what?
Like some,
Like he should have a little baby on his heraldry, or
something symbolizing
Crying
that.
toddler.
crying toddler?
Yeah.
Tiny casket.
Yeah.
I guess it's all internal for him.
Little like cherubim maybe.
Yeah.
The tiniest casket, guys.
Yeah.
Teddy bear with an arrow through it.
Yeah.
Well, of course, eventually with heraldry, they'll start adding the little scroll work and stuff around it, so maybe he'll add it then. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. So, well, that's, yeah.
Good on him.
So that's where his bottomless hatred comes from.
All right.
I think we can understand that.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
The other big news of the winter is that, as I mentioned last year, Arthur was looking for a location for his new capital city, and he took Earl Robert's suggestion and has decided to start building up the ruins at Winchester, also known as Caer Gwent.
Oh.
And he's going to name it Camelot.
That's a silly name.
Isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yeah. Like, no one liked it when I served camel at my wedding, but all of a sudden it's the rage.
Now it's hot.
Uh-huh.
See how that goes?
Yeah. So yeah, you all are going to have a royal capital just down the road from Salisbury.
Well, that's fun at
It's
least.
convenient, yeah.
Does that affect our property values at all?
Most likely.
Probably.
Wait,
Most
which
likely.
direction from Sarum or Salisbury?
Can we point to it on the map?
Pull the map out.
Indeed.
There it is. It's actually been on the map all along. It's right there.
Oh, yes.
Oh, indeed.
Yes,
So-
indeed. I was hoping we would come to this point in the game.
Yes, we are now at this point.
Yay!
All right.
I like that we've been playing for 9 months,
year.
and
Yeah.
we finally got to the point where there's something called Camelot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to make our maps complete.
Exactly. Don't worry, it's only 9 more months of waiting, and your map will be complete.
Mhm.
Anyways, so
Indeed, I'm only like 20 miles away
Looking
from
at you,
Camelot.
Laughing.
Okay, good.
And
Through the Harewood.
that's fun.
indeed.
Yeah, that's just
Oh yeah, it's like probably a day's ride from Sarum proper. So.
Nice.
All right. Well, so plans have been made for finding this Dolorous Wyrm that you heard about,
Indeed.
dwelling somewhere in the Forest of Dean. And so I think we'll just we'll kick it off. You guys have done your service for the year to your various lords. It is late summer, just before the harvest is due to start getting brought in. So you have a little bit of time in your schedules to go off and kill a dragon.
Oh, yay!
And so you've all convened at Sir Edern's manor, Flaxfield.
Ah, yes.
And are there any plans you want to make before departing into the woods?
You know, into the woods.
Yes.
Well, we should probably find out a little bit more about this Dolorous Wyrm.
Sure.
I mean, being a bit closer to it, maybe we can find some folklore.
Yes, absolutely. You can all make folklore rolls.
All right.
Can my chaplain make a clerk roll?
Ooh,
Yes.
Okay.
You search the library.
that's a neat idea.
Indeed. And he succeeds.
And I crit fail.
To be fair,
Dragons. There haven't been dragons in this part for 1,000 years.
No, not dragons, worms.
Worms.
There might be a difference.
Exactly.
Statistically, yes.
This is
Any
a
luck?
gardening.
Oh, fail.
No.
Fail?
Yeah.
Fail by 2.
Your clerk does find something in some old chronicle at the cathedral in Glavum, an old Roman chronicle from about 50 years ago, describing a band of knights led by King Caradoc suffering grievous defeat at the hands of a fire-breathing worm.
Oh boy.
Yes.
So we fire
Yes.
and defeat.
Yes.
Grievous
Grievous
offense.
defeat. Yes.
But hey, the king survived.
The king did survive. He was the only survivor.
See?
And he witnessed the whole thing. And
He did.
No private journals of his.
No, it just says he's the king of the kingdom of Erging.
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 what's his sanity? I don't know.
I only have his word for it on any of that, so
I
Yes.
bet he just took his men out in the woods and cut their throats.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
There was never any worm.
Yeah. Tried to burn the evidence.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone caught him in the middle of it. He was like, there was a
It
worm.
was a worm. I'm swearing to you.
Yeah.
Having visions of running a campaign set in Stalinist Russia with Pendragon mechanics. All right. So.
Oh boy.
All right. So yeah, that's what you found out.
Okay. So, ignoble defeat.
It's not-
Fire breathing.
It's not helping.
No.
Well, you have a location.
Yes, we do have a location.
Somewhere within the forest. One of those little pocket kingdoms, like the Kingdom of the Circle of Gold.
Alright, so should we hire some crossbowmen? Maybe get like a ballista or two?
Oh god.
Ooh.
You're going into some rough terrain. That's the only consideration.
So maybe just some crossbowmen.
Yeah.
I don't
sure,
see how
I'll
it could
pitch in
hurt.
for that.
The medium crossbowmen are available?
Yes, they are, actually. Yes, they
Good
are.
enough.
That sounds great.
They command premium rates, 1 Libra per guy for a month of employment.
Fine.
Should
Wow.
be absolutely a month before we get him killed. I mean, before we return
Before we
him,
run away as they die screaming in flames.
before we return him to his family.
Yeah. Well,
Whether-
if it's already cremated, they won't have to worry about burial costs.
Exactly.
No, that's our gift
Yeah.
to them.
They
On
can
the
spend
bright
that
side.
1 Libra we paid them to get a very nice urn.
Yeah.
Okay, your family would decide to buy an urn on your behalf.
All right, so 1 each a month. How many we want to hire, guys?
10? Oh, okay.
10. It appears that I have $0.
That's true. You're living off the largesse of the Earl, so
All
you
right,
don't have a lot of disposable income.
0.
So the 3 of us will foot the bill.
Sure. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Better make it 12 then. Easier to divide.
Well,
All right, so 4 each.
4 each? Okay.
Okay.
Was 1 Libra per guy?
Yeah. All right, so you employ some mercenaries and get your squires together, your usual entourage,
Indeed.
horses, so forth. And under large thunderheads, depart Flaxfield for the Forest of Dean.
Okay.
All right.
So, entering the forest, in your little mini caravan, snakes its way along a path that then dwindles to a narrow track, which then dwindles even further, forcing you to dismount and lead your horses single file.
Oh boy.
As night begins to gather about you, the forest has grown increasingly darker and denser. So you sort of experience a bit of a false twilight due to the canopy overhead.
That is dense.
Your journey has been unmarked by any human interaction or sight of any
Worms.
worms
Okay.
or other threatening beasts.
Okay.
Good.
But it has been accompanied by rather persistent sounds of rustling brush and branches off to either side from time to time.
Really? Are we being tracked, I wonder, by this thing already?
Well, you can all make awareness rolls.
Success.
Make it.
Fail.
You're nodding yes and fail.
Oh yeah, I failed.
Oh, yeah.
I fail.
Fail? Okay.
I just raised it and I failed.
So,
Them's the breaks.
Oh, typical.
those of you who made it, those of you who didn't make it, all you hear is the wrestling. And even those of you who made it, it's just like over that 6 hours march, you maybe like 2 times you saw like a branch kind of quivering as if something had just brushed against it.
Squirrels.
Small thing.
Yes.
Could be, yeah.
Not like sizable branches.
No.
Yeah.
And you didn't see any like real evidence of disruptive, passage.
Arthurian monkeys.
There you go.
Just out of curiosity, are all dragon layers similar looking? Like, are we looking for something that's up
We're
high in a
looking.
cave?
We're looking for a tree that's half on fire and half not.
That's right.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
In the land of suffering.
Ooh.
It gets better.
In the land of suffering.
Yeah.
I always forget that part.
You're such an optimist.
It's really long to write right now because I'm just learning Latin. So, simple things like imagery.
Tree.
Half on fire.
Half on fire. That's
That's
easy to write.
unforgettable
That's easy
right
to
there.
write.
Yeah, but suffering. That's
It shows
abstract.
a frowny face next to it.
But that's pictographs. It's not
very
longhand
subjective.
Latin.
Well, as you're all settling into camp, one of your mercenaries gives a start as an acorn bounces off of his helmet. It was obviously lobbed from somewhere.
Monkeys.
But other than that, you set up camp well enough.
All right, we'll start a watch.
Easily done.
Great idea.
And hey, since we hired 12 guys,
Yeah.
You've got 20 people among you because each of you has a squire, so that's 8 plus 12 is 20.
yeah,
So
we could do like hour shifts for a whole 20 hours, guys.
yeah, just do half-hour shifts.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Next morning, light comes late to the canopy. And, you're breaking camp, getting your bearings, and, just kind of getting ready to head off. When you sort of notice that all of you are more or less preparing to head off in different directions.
Oh.
Wow. Wait, no, we're supposed to go this way.
No, this way.
I remember it being over here. I mean, if you look at our... Wait. Yes.
Well, we came from that way, so we can't be going that way.
Right.
No, we came from that way.
Now, I clearly remember this tree.
Oh, but see, I remember the
Wait, what was
stump.
this tree again?
Oh, there's another stump.
Where's the acorn?
Don't you remember these two stones over here?
Yes.
Yeah, and like pointing those
Past
stones
them on
out,
the right, I remember.
you see moss on one side of the stone, and you see moss on the other side of the stone,
That
and you're
bad.
arguing
That
about
bad.
which side the
Wow.
moss is on.
It's bad.
Someone's been turning this stone.
It's like to the point where you're seeing shadows being cast in different directions.
Look up. Canopy.
Canopy.
Oh.
Anyone with a higher dex than 7 want to climb a tree?
I'm thinking about burning the
Can we
canopy
send a
down.
squire?
Burning the camp down. Set the forest on fire.
Let's see what else we could do.
Leave it no ground to go to.
It's the only way
Nothing
to be
to
sure.
eat. Nowhere to hide.
Yes.
We have no map. Do we have a map? We don't have a map.
There's.
Oh.
Well, the map shows this wood, and,
Would fairy lore be
and that's it.
You could do a fairy lore roll, sure. I mean, you are the
I have my bird, but I don't
son
know
of
what she
Sauvage.
can do.
Ooh, the bird could go. Well,
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
risk losing it.
Yeah, exactly.
I might get beamed.
But what you could do, what
I
could you do
succeed
anyway?
with a 17.
Let us know
Great.
which way to go.
Hmm.
I'm sorry,
Um,
19.
What? How high is your fairy lore?
Sounds
Well,
like it's
I
20.
used my honor.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
Well, it'd be really embarrassing to like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm the son of Sauvage. And
Yeah, that is
very lore roll.
Good point.
Bad.
And yes, this is definitely somewhat typical of a phenomenon that you were aware of.
I probably was subjected to
Uh-huh.
on a
Actually, yeah.
daily basis as a child.
Right. That on a daily basis.
Changeling.
Yeah, trying to walk to school and not knowing which way to go.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, all of a sudden everyone's gone. Hey, what's not fair? Yeah, no, this is definitely something that can happen in Enchanted Woods, and that the best thing to do is just pick a direction and move that way.
Well,
All right, guys. I've seen this before. It doesn't matter where we go. If we just start moving all together, hopefully we'll make some sense of this.
Just picturing you all moving, like shuffling your feet, really.
yeah.
Holding
Looking
hands.
around.
All right, link arms, everyone.
Yes, exactly.
Everyone get a buddy.
Mhm.
Where's your buddy?
Yep.
We all hold onto this rope.
Yeah, right? Ooh, creepy.
Yeah, well, you do want to stay inside of each other for sure.
Indeed.
Okay. So we pick a direction.
Pick a direction and just
Alright.
start
So
going.
that's that.
All right.
All right. So you walk through the forest. Occasionally hearing some of that rustling again, but not as often as the previous day.
You feel like you're being watched?
We're going in the wrong direction.
Well, I'm
Not as
certain of
often.
No, not as often.
Not as often.
Yeah, you just kind of pick your way through the woods. There's no trail anymore. It's
Oh,
just,
wow.
you're leading your horses. It's just up and down hills, across streams, picking
Okay.
your way through root brambles and shrubs, and
All right. Can we try to find some kind of trail?
Screwy.
keep an eye out for it. But
Or any-
nothing presents itself
Look
until
for-
Until.
Oh,
late in the day.
Mm.
The forest begins to thin
Huh.
and give way to meadowland.
oh.
Okay.
Okay.
This is
So,
nice. Less
yeah.
claustrophobic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of see the rim of the forest around,
Okay.
Okay.
circling the perimeter of the meadows.
Does it smell like Malahout?
No, it does not. It is actually quite bucolic. In fact, there's a flock of sheep grazing up on the side of a little rise.
Aw.
They're all black sheep. There's a shepherd and his dog, And as it's late in the day, he's starting to drive them down into the lowlands. And so, as you're kind of catching sight of this, you see the flock of sheep being driven across a little stream, a little rivulet. at the base of the hill.
Maybe we could talk to him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
As they cross.
Wait for it.
Well, yes, you're thinking that to yourself, like, oh, great, human,
Yeah.
human being, awesome.
Wait for it.
As you watch, though, you see that as the sheep cross the stream, they turn stark white.
What?
Yep.
You should never cross the streams.
Yes, that's what happens when you cross the
That's
streams.
very funny.
And in fact, even as you watch, a little lamb, a little frisky lamb, breaks away from the herd and leaps back across the stream and turns black again.
Did you all see that?
I did. What about the shepherd?
Shepherd is unaffected.
guy?
The dog is unaffected. The dog goes tearing off after the lamb to bring it back in. It crosses the stream. Does not appear to suffer any change.
Maybe a trick of the light.
That is most curious.
That's
No trees around that might cast a shadow.
Right out in the middle of the
cloud,
meadow.
maybe? It's a cloud. Clouds? No clouds.
Clouds, but the sun's low in the sky at this point, so.
Have we ever heard of a zebra?
No.
Have you ever heard of zebras? There's zebra sheep.
I think we've solved that problem. One just got very confused and went
Yes,
back
exactly.
and
You could have a zeep.
Shebra.
forth. Zeep.
Shebra.
Or She-Ra. I like
Shebra.
Zeep.
So like She-Ra.
Yeah. Oh, I love that show.
All right. Well, let's Shall we follow the?
We still want to talk to this guy, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at this point, you could mount up again if you want, right out to
Absolutely.
intercept.
Let us.
That's actually quite hopeful. He, you know, is in tune with the magic.
He's not panicking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems completely, completely down with it.
Good
This-
time.
Yeah. This must just be a daily occurrence for him.
Right.
Sure.
So if
You
see the
there,
dragon,
the old
then-
sheep.
Right. So as he sees you riding up, he doffs his wide-brimmed shepherd's cap and, mashes it in his hands, and he's sort of, bowing his head and being respectful, and says, "What can I do for you, good sirs?"
By all
Nothing
means,
unusual
Goodman,
about him?
don't ruin your hat on our
He doesn't
account.
look unusual, I guess.
No.
No.
Yeah,
he looks
okay.
like a perfectly normal shepherd.
Okay.
A little scruffy, but otherwise, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we have just come from the wood, and we witnessed the strange situation with your sheep and the stream.
To which he replies, "Oh, yes, it's always been like that."
And how long is always?
Well, ever since I was a boy, tending sheep.
I'm curious, if you shear them on the
I was
side
gonna ask the
where
same
they're
thing.
black and carry the shorn wool across with you, does it stay black or does it turn white?
No, that's a good question. And,
I was gonna ask the
it
same
stays
thing.
the color of what it is shorn. So
Oh, what an interesting way to create variety.
very true, and it's a fine wool as well.
Ooh.
Huh. Have you noticed anything else changing color? Crosses into the stream? Anything?
No,
Just a sheep.
Just the sheep.
just the sheep.
So the sheep are magic sheep? You have magic sheep.
Well, I wouldn't. He sort of crosses himself. I wouldn't call it magic now. It's just how it is.
Is it only this body of water that causes the sheep to change color, or do they have to cross any other streams?
They do cross. Another stream when I take them down to market on market day outside Hereford Castle. But no, they don't change there. Just in this field, it seems. But the grass is so good here.
Oh, sure.
Oh, of course, and if it
Very
doesn't
lush.
affect the sheep.
It is quite.
So
Yes, the sheep seem unaffected. They're perfectly fine. So
Indeed. What is this stream called?
it's just the little stream.
It changes the color of sheep and you haven't named it yet?
It's just the stream.
Tell me, where does it, have you followed it upstream? Ever?
Well, that goes a bit deep into the forest and outside the boundaries of this kingdom. So.
And which kingdom is this?
Well, it's called the Kingdom of Suffering.
Well,
But don't let that put you off.
Uh-huh.
don't let it put me off. I've been trying to write it for the past 12 months.
No, our
I
lord.
hear that and Tudor coming in and just.
Yes. No, remember the U is shaped like a V.
Try again, sir. Try again.
Slaps my knuckles with a ruler.
Yeah. Ow.
Do it right.
I'm a round table knight, damn you. Yes, he says the king, our lord, has begun styling himself as the king of suffering. So it's just sort of his
Wait, so is his kingdom
affectation.
on the black side or the white side?
It's both. You're in the kingdom right now.
Oh.
Interesting.
It'd be fun if it was just on the
How
side.
far away is the King of Suffering?
He dwells at Hereford Castle.
Okay.
Yes, he changed his name due to the many monsters that have been entering our land of late.
Monsters.
Oh.
late.
Yes.
Like what?
Oh, there's a giant fiend who no one has been able to kill.
Oh.
Fiend, you say?
He sent both his sons to try, and they died in the attempt.
A giant fiend. So a giant who is a fiend, or an enormous fiend.
Both.
Both. So there are two monsters.
So
As a peasant, he's not really into taxonomy. So,
Right. It's just, all right.
yeah.
have you seen this giant fiend?
No. It dwells in the north end of the valley, and I'm not about to go that way if I can help it.
Indeed.
How do you get to the north end of the valley?
Why just up that way?
Okay.
Just head north.
Make a note.
Yes.
Make a note of it. The north is to the north.
Yes, that is. I should mention the direction the sun is at, and the shadows and the moss on the rocks. That all seems to be normal now.
Okay.
Okay.
The moss is back on the north side, and all's right with the world.
So how far away is Hereford Castle?
Oh, you could probably make it before dark. It's just up the way here.
Oh, let us.
There we go.
Let us make. Let us make our manners to the king.
Yep.
Thank you very much, kind shepherd, and I will toss him a denarii.
Certainly. Catches it and bows
Well done.
deeply.
Absolutely done.
Yep. Classy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 20 sheep.
If I'm ever back here again, I may try to purchase some wool from you. If it is indeed as miraculous as you say it is.
Make a wool tuxedo.
It would be all the rage in Camelot once it's constructed.
All right. So yeah, it's like, just kind of follow the stream until it hits this other stream, and then go upstream from there, and
Okay.
and sure enough, it's just another hour or so. The sun is set, but the sky is still light overhead, and Hereford comes into view. You're sort of moving, amongst fields and little copses of trees at this point. It's definitely settled land. And you can see that it's a small town with a fairly substantial Mott and Bailey castle rising up from the town walls.
A Mott and Bailey Castle?
Mm-hmm.
How quaint.
It does look quite well maintained for what it's worth. Lead tiles on the roof and nice quality wood, and
Yes, Newton Tony looked just like that about 10 years ago.
What's your pride? Let's check that.
Yeah, I'm thinking a little proud check might be in order.
That sounds
there.
good.
All right. So yes, you can access the castle directly. There's a gate off the main road.
Oh, good.
The drawbridge is down. The portcullis is up, and of course your approach has been noted. And so some of the
Oh, thank you.
some of the servants of the castle have come out with refreshments, and their grooms standing by to take your horses and so forth.
How kind of
nice.
them.
Yeah.
So they're all kind of lined up outside the castle, welcoming you.
Wow.
Well,
Like a European hotel style.
Yes.
valet.
Exactly. So, a squire ushers you all inside. Your mercenaries are shown to their quarters along with your squires. And you are all led up the long stairs, up the motte, to the rather nice hall perched atop it. And you are welcomed into the hall by the King of Suffering himself. Let's see here. There he is.
Oh, good.
complete with the eye patch.
Yes.
So,
Wait, is that Sean Connery?
no, it's not.
Now, does his eye patch also have his heraldry, like, embroidered on it?
No, it's a very simple eye patch.
Oh.
But yes, he's obviously a man of some distinction, and a bit older. There are 3 younger women positioned off to the side, all quite lovely, who curtsy as you enter, and the Lord himself, of course, welcomes you to his hall.
Indeed.
I am King Caradoc, also known as the King of Suffering.
Oh.
Indeed.
We
refer
thank you
to
for
him-
your hospitality.
Absolutely. We refer to him as Majesty.
Yeah.
Indeed, Majesty.
Clearly, you've been on the road a great long while. Let us repose with some food and drink, and you can tell me about what brings you to my remote land.
It is much appreciated. The road is more tiring than it used to be. As are the invisible pathways through the wood.
Yeah.
Did you take the invisible pathway on the left or the invisible pathway on the right?
We,
It does make a
we
difference.
We took them both. Apparently.
Yes.
Bilocated.
Yeah. We we do that.
So yes, some food is brought out, some cold meat, some fruits, and some ale. And he insists that you all have a seat, as his 3 lovely daughters serve you. And yes, so what brings you to my hall?
Well, we have heard tales of a creature, a most foul, called the Dolorous Wyrm.
His one good eye
Twitches.
actually closes with a painful memory.
Oh. Yes.
I see.
And we have come to see if such brave knights as ourselves could rid the lands of at least one such creature.
Yes, it is true. My lands are overrun by terrible beasts these days. It began when Dubricus, God protect his soul, left this land, his homeland. And this was before I was even born. But my father, who was Dubricus's own cousin,
What?
Sorry, I'm just Dubricus.
says that the forest grew darker after that, and the people moved in from the outer farms. And ever since then, well, that's when the worm arrived.
Indeed.
And ever since then, it's been one thing after another. And now there's some sort of fiend ravaging the people in herds just upriver from here.
Yes.
Closest it's ever been.
A giant fiend.
Indeed. Prowling at night, killing sheep and men who try to stop its depredations.
Has anyone seen this giant fiend?
Some peasants have seen it by moonlight. But all they can tell me is that it's a terrible giant monster of some sort. And I sent my 2 sons to attack it in its lair, but they were sadly bested.
It was tragic.
That is a terrible loss.
Yes, the sisters are all sort of quietly weeping.
Oh boy. This is a creature that comes out at night.
Are you gonna throw another denarii at them?
No.
What?
I'm kind of curious to see how old his daughters are.
They appear to be of marriageable age, I guess you could say.
Pubescent.
Wait, how old is marriage?
Or 11.
Like 11 or 12? Is that what we're going with here?
We could say 15, yes.
Okay.
We'll try and keep some level of dignity about it.
Too late.
Oh, it's far too late for that.
Was it 2012?
Is it what, 520 now? This year? Okay. 520. Alright.
We'll say maybe like 14, 17, and 20. Somewhere in there.
Alright, fine.
Cool.
So you're not the celibate one.
No, I'm actually, I have 2 sons who are both 14.
Heyo.
So if he just lost 2 sons, perhaps he would accept 2 squires. From, maybe a semi-famous knight.
Rather famous. Definitely.
Well, I've been hanging out next to Kinrain for the past how many game years?
Yeah,
I was
that's true.
actually kind of curious about the tiers of
Yes?
fame.
what's
Kinrain at?
Fame.
What's he at?
24,498.
Your next one's 32.
Oh, wow.
What am I at, and what's the next one then?
What are you at?
When can you challenge Arthur?
I think you're already more famous than Arthur.
Oh, he's pushing 100,000 at this point. So.
Serious?
What? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
come on, like conquering the Sword and the Stone and all the Saxons.
Mm-hmm. Battle of Baden Hill. He's probably got 1,000 annual glory at least.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
Fine. I
Fine.
wanted to overthrow the whole thing.
Let your GM PC be OP.
Oh, I've got this really cool guy, like Arthur. He's like my favorite character ever.
Been playing for like 20 years now.
I'm gonna bring him into the game. All right, so your last threshold was 16,000, and that is extraordinary. Known throughout Western Europe, Saxons landing fresh on the beaches of Britain, and ambassadors from Rome have already heard of his prowess in battle.
All right, Saxons.
All right.
What's the next one then?
32.
Legendary.
Okay.
You're known from Iceland to Babylonia.
Wow.
Is the one after that 64? Is that how it goes?
No.
Oh,
That's the end of
It
it?
trails off at 32. You can't get better than that.
Oh.
So.
So you
Legendary?
So you could challenge Arthur at 32 because he's in the same tier as you.
Right.
I'll be like 60.
So? Let's do it.
Yeah.
You knew his dad.
I'd get through Guinevere and just unseat that whole thing.
It seems to get better with age.
In any
No
case,
spoilers, but somebody may be coming along at some point who might want to facilitate that, so you could always join up on his side. Anyway.
we're gonna be the hipsters. We were doing it before it was cool.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so yes, so you're thinking
fiend.
squires in the back of your
All right,
head, but
yes.
in the
But we
meantime,
gotta kill
yes,
this
this fiend, indeed, the
Yes,
fiend.
this fiend.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But what about the dragon? What about the worm? Have you heard anything about the worm?
He fought the worm.
Yes, but I mean, can you help us?
I can help you. I can tell you of my encounter with the worm.
That's what I want to know.
Certainly.
Yes, we have only read scant reports.
Indeed.
It's
The
the best we can read.
Yes, we have read scant reports.
Someone at my manor read it aloud to me. I
exactly.
might have missed some of the pronunciation, but
It's okay. We're still learning.
So he says, "Well, it is the worm that cost me my eye.
Right?
The worm dwells many miles west of here. It guards a magic stone, whose power is that if the true and virtuous High King holds the magic stone in one hand, his other will be filled once daily with as much gold as he can hold. I sought for the stone to win it. 6 true knights and I rode to its poisonous veil, and battled long against the foul creature until 3 of us were slain, and I was blinded by a blast of fire from the worm's mouth. We wounded it sore, but it rose into the air. We could see it healing itself quickly. Then we decided 'twas better to be poor but living men than rich but dead ones, and we made our escape. But the foul creature attacked us as we fled, and my loyal men all died to save my life. Since then, no one has gone to the Vale of the Dolorous Wyrm.
So you wounded it gravely,
We did.
But it healed itself.
Yes.
but it was wounded gravely before it healed itself.
Yes.
then we need to just
can be
continue
wounded.
wounding it until it's dead.
Indeed, we must
Exactly.
prevent it from taking flight somehow.
So
How
we
was
need
it
a
wounded?
net.
Just
What?
by,
Just getting a beat down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. General
A solid
beat down.
little fashion.
Yeah.
Alright.
Solid dragon ass kicking.
Well, if it is many miles to the west, you say,
Yes.
and this giant fiend is closer to the north,
Right.
Indeed.
perhaps we should
Side trip.
test our mettle against this giant fiend first, and then
Sharpen your blades on the
All right.
fiend's hide.
Indeed.
Sure. As long as we get all these people with us.
get warmed up with our monster killing before moving on.
guys. Come on.
Before moving on to the next.
All right. Well, go ahead and check your valorous there, Dave. Everyone else on board with the plan?
Yeah, it's a good plan. It's a solid plan. People are vexed.
Indeed.
Plan is sound. All right. Caradoc, of course, is very grateful for this offer. He says that he will send a suitable escort to lead you along the path to the area where the fiend dwells.
Okay.
Yes. Do we know if it has a specific feeding area? Any particular farmsteads or lands that it particularly focuses on in its depredations?
Yes, and we have a good idea of where it lives as well.
Awesome.
Oh wow. Okay.
I was thinking ambushing it during its depredations might be more.
When it's sleeping, I wouldn't go for it.
It tends to hunt at night, so
I
I would
noticed
think that
that.
it sleeps by day.
Yes.
Although that's just conjecture on my part.
Yes, I did notice that.
Well, perhaps we can. What do you all think?
Trap it in its lair.
It tends to go after farm animals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cows, sheep, etc.
Mm-hmm.
We can also try
So
to
we
set
can
a
bring
trap
some-
for it and
exactly.
ambush it.
That's what I've
Not
been
that
thinking.
bad. All right. Okay, fine.
I mean, if the ambush fails, we probably know where it lives. We could chase it back to its lair.
Indeed, if
It might even
flees.
be wounded. It just we won't be able to see very well.
in its lair. Yes.
We won't.
I was going to say
Oh,
at
in the
night when we
dark.
attack
In
it.
the dark. That would be
Perhaps
the
we
impediment.
sing
Yeah.
it with a ring of bonfires.
Yes, perhaps.
Yeah, we can set out sheep in a clearing.
Disguised as
and
hay
then-
bales.
You want to stake out a sheep? The classic stake out a sheep?
Yeah.
It's time honored.
Yes.
Fiends don't want to be
Driving-
fed; they want to hunt.
That's exactly what
I was trying to find a way
All right, well, you would know.
to. So what are we thinking? An ambush or attacking it during the day in its lair?
You guys are working out. I'll be right.
Let's go
Maybe
for
a
an
bit of
ambush.
reconnaissance first, just to see what we're up against, and then
Oh yeah.
Pretty sure if
we'd
we
have
try
do
to
that.
do some
Yeah, just
recon,
draw
we're
it out
gonna
of
end
the-
up like
Fighting it?
finding out.
During the recon, of course, right?
Well, if it sleeps
Yeah.
during the day, perhaps we can examine its home from a distance to see if it is a someplace that we can actually charge with horses.
Poke it with a stick.
Yes. Because obviously in the even ground we have the advantage being on horse
many
and
of us.
charging with lances.
There's a lot of us.
Whereas if we were to chase the creature into its lair, we may have to dismount
We may lose it in its lair.
and lose our advantage of size.
Alright.
You kill it till it's
Do we
dead.
know that it stays on the ground? What is it? Does it fly? Or
Oh wow! I
Well,
hadn't
no
even
one has
considered
really
that.
No one has
been able to describe it. So
No one has talked
That's
about
true.
flying. Yes, that's also
We
true.
don't know anything about it. Really.
I'd like to see it. I'd like to draw it out and
Do you
just
want to look at
get
it?
a look at
and
it.
see what we're
first
up against.
before- Yeah.
sorry to the dog.
No problem.
Because we may run in thinking that it's like a giant and
A giant.
And then find out
realize that
it's
it's
a
a fish.
Dolorous Wyrm.
It's a manticore. It's a manticore.
Manticore.
It's a manticore. Oh, okay.
Poison teeth, head of a man, body of a lion.
Yeah.
resting beast.
Some serpent tails maybe.
As long as it's not a cockatrice. I hear those things turn you to stone.
Yeah. There's no reports of that though. It's just straight up death. Which
Indeed.
is
Yes, it
not that
hasn't.
bad, really.
How did they die?
Who's they?
The sons.
The people who
Oh,
son.
unknown. They went off to fight it and never came back.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
that's not good.
I mean, were they wrenched in twain? Right.
Did they go with men?
No, it was just the two of them.
Oh, I meant like some of the peasants though who like.
Well, the peasants just cowered in their cottages, you know.
I said that some of the men.
All right, I'm
Was it
getting
just
the,
referring
I'm
to
getting
the
the fiend and
princess?
the dragon.
Oh, yeah.
I just gotta go for this.
All right.
Yeah. The some peasants have been killed, collaterally,
How
trying to
have they been killed?
torn apart.
Torn
okay,
apart.
awesome.
Okay.
We can totally get this
Shot
fiend.
fired.
This is not a problem.
Yes. All right. So ambush it out in the open, or attack it in its lair during the day.
I don't see how we can lose.
I guess maybe my question then is how much, like, what time is it in the day?
It's night, right? I mean, right now? You mean right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's-
Yes. And he's saying in the morning you guys can head out.
We can go sneak a peek.
Yeah.
That's what you were
In the
saying.
morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what we're up against, and then lay a trap or do whatever we're gonna do.
Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, take a look in full armor, fully armed, with the crossbowmen with us,
Prepared, fully
As-
prepared at every
as-
moment.
as prudent knights should.
Yes. That sounds very exciting.
Well, let's do that at first light.
Yes.
Very good. So yes, at first light, King Caradoc and an escort of his household knights
All right.
take you out from the castle to a path. He says, just follow this path up into the hills. The fiend reportedly dwells in a
Cave.
well, sort of an old megalith.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's set into the side of a hill. But yeah, it's kind of an old stone formation. They say maybe the fairies built it.
Sure.
Great.
So
One of them, eh?
That's
one
fantastic.
of them.
Yep.
Well, let's be off.
Very good.
I'm just imagining like riding with our coffee mugs. Really.
Exactly. Beautiful beakers.
Bagel in one hand and bagel.
That's all foam.
Sneaky gassy. A touch of the wind.
Yes.
But make sure you stay upwind from me.
See, personally, I like a smear of the astrological temperament cheese on my bagel.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I see.
All right. So
Here we are discussing our portable breakfast choices.
indeed,
Well, you know,
you ride about 3 miles.
it's 3 miles. What else are we going to talk
That's
about?
not much.
Exactly. Oh, you do depart with the king's blessing. I should mention.
Well, we should be telling Malvis about her father.
Oh,
Yes. In that time.
Tales of Wolfram.
There
Uncle Wolfram.
are so many
Wolfie.
tales.
So many tales.
Tails and
indeed.
tails again.
Well, so you follow this winding path through the hills for 3 miles. And then you can see up ahead, the path splits into 3.
Oh boy.
King Caradoc did not mention this path.
No, he did
splitting
not.
into 3.
No,
No.
he really didn't. He said if we followed it.
Furthermore,
dragging along. Damn it.
Curse of that fiend.
it's an excellent plot
That
twist.
fiend or the other fiend?
Oh, you.
Now, there's a hill where the path splits into 3, and at the top of that hill is an enormous tree,
Oh boy.
half of which is green and in
half-
full leaf,
And half of which is on fire.
half of which burns with a flame it is never consumed.
Son of a gun.
Under it sits a woman in a sumptuous dress. One half is green silk,
And the half is on fire.
and the other half is brocaded with gold, such that it does appear to be kind of on fire.
Just me, is she hot?
Of course
No,
you are.
sorry.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's.
No, she's hot. Moving on.
She's only half hot.
That's right.
She's got a good side and a
Funky side.
It's on fire.
Yeah.
Well, she rises as you come into view,
Oh.
and comes down the hill a little ways.
Yeah.
The tree still half in flames, but her dress now just appearing to be
Of gold.
made only of rich cloth. Yes. But no longer of that half and half
Okay.
split.
More of this strangeness.
Mm-hmm. So that's what she looks like. There she is.
Alright, that's trouble.
Half trouble.
I don't know. How's
Trouble. Looks like a whole lot of trouble.
Half trouble's more
so
than that.
Melvis?
Yes.
I'm just, oh, so how does Melvis feel?
Yes.
Hark, lady. You have heard tales of the Dolorous Wyrm? You are a sign spoken of.
Interesting.
Yes.
I am the princess of the Dean.
The princess
Mm-hmm.
of the Dean.
Of the Dean. Lady Bian is my name. And since the ancestors of the Picts first roamed these hills, none have seen me. You are the first to ever meet me.
Wow.
We are
Whoa.
honored.
How cool.
We are indeed honored.
What do you think this portends?
Here's what deems this appearance by your esteemed grace.
A great battle has been fought
Yeah.
on the other side of the Vale. The forces of light have won, and so the enchantment of Britain has begun.
Oh, the you're speaking of Arthur's forces destroying the Saxons.
I am not.
Oh.
It's not. Very exciting. Have you heard of Merlin?
The name is somewhat familiar to me.
Somewhat.
Never seen anyone.
We're a long way from home.
Yeah, we are. It's true. Even so, he was a great magician.
The great and powerful Merlin.
Mm-hmm.
She is the princess of the Dean. Well, we were on our way to do battle with a fiend, and then following that, we were going to go against the Dolorous Wyrm.
It appears we've skipped over the fiends and are approaching
directly
worms.
the worm.
We've skipped the fiend entirely. No, a fiend.
Are they one and the same?
I only know of a giant, although he is a bad one.
Oh, okay.
That's got to be the same man.
So we're familiar with.
Yeah.
He is called Grung.
Grung. Very good.
It has wandered from the forest of shadows like many other creatures. It was released from the grip of the king of Castle Mortal after the battle.
Castle Mortal?
Mm-hmm.
It's a neighbor of Castle Suffering? No, I don't know.
Yes? Is it? Yes?
Mortal
yes.
Suffering?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar, right. So there was a hole in the forest, and now these creatures are leaking into our world. Is that what's happening?
Indeed.
Oh, how exciting!
Well, that's just a non-stop party.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Although he is a young giant, he fights with a poisoned spear.
Ah.
Be warned and be wary of his
spear.
Oh boy. Spear of poison.
Go for the hex hand. Or spear hand.
Grung.
Oh, everyone go ahead and give me valorous rolls as well.
Pass.
Yep.
I crit.
Ooh, look at you.
Oh.
It's already
Excellent.
checked.
Yeah. Check it out.
That's why you crit.
Yeah.
So,
So, at that, she turns,
no.
takes 3 quick steps,
and turns into a giant.
and vanishes behind the burning tree,
Damn it, no.
which is suddenly normal.
What?
But as she walks away,
Yes.
you hear her voice. The middle path.
All right. Well, that's all we need to know.
Indeed.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
I suppose as we pass by the tree, just inclination of the head. Thank you, lady.
Girl.
She'd like a bagel.
Right.
Yes. Would you like some schmear?
She comes back out. Oh, yes, please.
Actually, yes.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Toss her to Nori. You're terrible. All right, to the middle path then.
All right. So, following
Sounds
the
reasonable.
middle path.
Indeed.
After just about another half hour of writing. Oh, you know what? I'm going to just do a quick roll here. All right, your crossbowmen are okay. After witnessing all of that.
Wait, they had to make a valorous roll to see a really hot chick?
They had to make a valorous roll to be okay with seeing a half-burning tree and being told about a giant with a poisoned spear and etc.
You guys aren't even going to be near the spear. That's going to be us near the spear.
It's not even your business, really.
Hey, we hired them. We're making it their business.
Yeah, they're gonna be way far away shooting those things off.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
yeah. So you ride on for just a little ways longer. You're still in this, hilly, forested terrain.
Okay.
And
Bless you.
and then up ahead, you see a rather large megalithic structure.
Hey.
A massive kite-shaped stone, 18 feet long and 8 feet wide, supported by 9 uprights. So it's almost like a giant table.
Yeah.
Right.
It's classic.
2 more stones are placed like the tail of a kite from the pointed part of the stone heading down the hill. The whole thing is raised up about 6 feet off the ground. Sitting atop it, rubbing some sort of goo onto the tip of his spear, is a large creature, but not
Not a giant?
I mean, how big was Tathan?
Tathan was size 21 at the end, I think.
All right.
What?
So this is something that is only marginally larger than Tathan was.
Okay.
So bad.
Like 8 feet tall, you know,
Yeah.
All
You say
right.
it was a young
a
giant.
few hundred pounds.
Yeah.
Does he never sleep? Okay.
Hard to say. Even from this distance, couple hundred yards distant, you can see that all of his skin is just covered in layer upon layer of warts.
Oh,
Oy.
poor thing.
What's his app?
Negative.
App of 4, actually. So
Oh.
keep
What's the lowest app we've encountered?
3?
Have you done 3?
I thought we got a 3 once.
I thought it was those
Like a
little
gnome or-
troll-like things in the fairy
Oh
kingdom.
yeah, and those were like 3, but
Wasn't-
that was almost supernatural level of low
Okay.
app. So
All right.
anyway,
I thought
yes.
we ran into an abnormally ugly peasant once with actually a pretty decent looking wife.
God.
Sounds credible.
That might have been like the first thing we ever did.
Well, the
We're
warts.
still excited, like, quick, roll his app.
Yeah, exactly. 3. The warts don't seem to have affected its vision at all because it spots you all.
Oh boy. Crossbowmen ready.
Here we
Take their
go.
place.
Yeah, here we go.
Fan
And
out.
We're out.
it jumps up on top of the stone and is like, waving its spear at you and bellowing.
All right, well,
So, firing at the crossbowmen?
Let's launch into this.
Yep.
Well, the crossbowmen are firing.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, a volley from the crossbowmen then.
Ready your
How far away are we from this thing?
charge distance?
yards, so you're going to have to move up
Yeah.
a little
A
closer.
little bit.
Not within spear throwing length?
Yeah, isn't he
pretty
up on a
much.
platform?
Yeah.
Well, remember, for that you'll need the javelin skill, so...
Yeah. Oh no, we're talking about his spear throwing.
Oh, his spear throwing.
Well, if he gets rid of the spear, he won't have the poison weapon anymore.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh god.
All right.
He's got a
here we go.
squire with like 12 spears on him.
I hope this is the guy.
Ooh. One of the crossbowmen's bow's string snaps.
Oh.
Natural 20.
I hope you bought a spare.
What's my one
much
we
as we pay
prepared
you.
for?
Ooh, one got a crit though.
There you go.
All right, so that's 7 regular hits and 1 crit. And let's see, medium crossbow these days. Okay.
Covered in warts, huh?
Yep.
Do you need us to roll some of those damages?
Oh no, it's pretty straightforward
Okay.
because it's just a d6 plus 12. So
Okay.
it's almost like it's designed to cancel out armor.
Almost. Oh god, that's horrifying.
Okay, and the crit.
He has like magic armor warts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just pop it, like pop the warts and just...
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is
You
how
see
it
little
would be.
eruptions come
Yeah.
from him.
Uh-huh.
We're dermatologizing him.
Exactly.
Lancing his...
So indeed,
swords.
of the 8 bolts that find their target, 5 of them just bounce off his warty hide entirely. 1 barely, like, kind of sticks and then falls out. Only the crit really managed to stick in there.
That's nasty.
Okay. Now we have an idea of.
Yeah, we do. We got a pretty good idea, don't we?
Alright.
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys want to charge in, I'll need valorous rolls from everybody.
All right. Make it.
Made it.
Ooh, I crit.
Yes!
Nice. Check your valorous, and Percy's out in the front.
Alright.
Oh.
Percy's in the lead.
Go Percy!
All right, so the deal is he is not coming down off of his rock.
No.
Ah, okay.
All
Of
right.
course he's not.
No.
So you have a couple choices. You can fight from horseback. You'll be at a -5 because he'll have a height advantage on you.
Yeah.
You can try and stand on your horse's saddle and then hoist yourself up onto the rock. That will open you up to an attack from him, obviously, and you have to make a dex roll in order to pull it off, modified by your armor.
Can we try to goad him down?
If you can come up with a way to do it.
Where's your goading
Your
skill?
mother was a hamster.
Your mother was so much more attractive than you are.
That's probably a safe bet, actually.
More like
Like, yeah, I
There's
know.
no other way up on the platform. Like, it's pretty separate from the rest of the mountain. Or, I mean...
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like this
it's
table.
a table.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's no like anti-courtesy. I
Right.
guess it would be like orate would try to get him down.
You could try an orate, yeah, to taunt him. Sure. I'd say that's fair.
All right, boosted by glory? No, not boosted by glory here.
Not in this case. No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know. Anyone with a better orate want to try? I've got a 5.
Well, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. 5.
Nope.
No.
3.
Well, you're out in front. You're racing anyway to get to the table.
That's true.
All right. Let's see if I can get an orate here.
All right.
Nope.
All right.
Your mother was so much more attractive than you are.
That's right. She was.
Let's try to go for a drive-by.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drive by spirit.
And that's the thing, is this thing's 18 by 8, so there's really like you can the most you can do is try and get 2 of you in to attack at once, and even that you'll be jostling each other, and you need to make horsemanship rolls.
Can't get on like either side and go for it.
No,
The
because
tail.
because the thing is so wide,
Oh.
you can't. Reach
Oh.
over. Now, what you could do is
Wait,
while
wait.
one person is fighting on one side,
Oh, I think
someone
I-
else could come around and climb up.
That's
You
what
know.
I was thinking. Like if we have a distraction.
Because
that sounds-
he can't attack out the other side either. It's
can only do one.
it's reciprocal.
That sounds good. So do you two want to try to get up on the other side?
Yeah.
And Percy and I will try to distract him.
Yeah.
Great.
Damn it.
Now can we
Can
can we fight defensively while we're doing
Passion
this?
my dex.
Sure. You can impassion your dex roll, yeah.
Oh.
Because your armor modifier is a -10, so
That's a lot.
if you
boy.
make this, you'll offset that. And if you crit it, you'll get a +10.
Okay. Want to make my.
Okay, so straight dex.
Oh, I make it.
Nice.
Good job.
So yeah, you have to do a little horse stunt action, ride up alongside, and then actually stand up on the horse saddle and
Luckily, my
boost
horse gives
yourself
me an
up.
extra boost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this he's already so tall.
Of course, the big horse. Yes.
That's right.
Okay, so meanwhile, and Jen, I take it you failed.
I failed.
Okay.
I tried and I failed.
All right, so I'll need a horsemanship roll from Percy and Archade.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just impassioned with honor. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. Yep. And,
I make my horsemanship.
yeah, I do too.
All right, go ahead and make your attacks.
All right, I'm passioning with honor. Make it. And then lancing defensively.
Mm-hmm. Now, Renae, are you fighting defensively or are you
Yes.
going for the kill?
And I crit.
Actually, I'll go for the kill. Uh-oh.
Yeah. No.
And I lose my character.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the end of him. All right, and you made it?
Yes, I made it.
All right, I missed with mine. So the great spear jabs out at you. You can see the blade glistening with this herbal goo that he's put on it.
My shields.
But you land your blow. So go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Which is... Okay. Sorry.
Oh no, that wasn't me.
Oh, is it horse damage? Because we're charging?
No, it is not horse damage.
Oh, okay. And... No, Edie, you can't eat dice.
Oh, dear.
But they're so tasty.
She's never been very interested in floor dice for some reason.
Oh, that's good.
Personally, I want 4 dice. Are you into 4 dice?
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm not articulating myself well today.
It's been a lot.
Oh, I'm all congested, like everywhere. Okay. Can't hear well. 17?
17. All right. Well, you do cut
Stick
through
in
the
a word.
warty hide to a certain extent. Yes.
Okay. Great.
It bellows in protest.
Aha.
All right. So this is a new round. So that means that Edern is up on the rock, and you can. Your move's like 3, right? I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, you can cross that distance easily enough in one round and attack.
That's right.
Malvis wants to make another.
Yep, go at it.
Yep.
Try
Can
to
I
keep
do
him in
the
range of our
Javelin
our
first
stabs.
If you want.
before
Yeah.
he's like close to me.
Oh, I
sure.
crit it.
Well, though.
Oh, nice.
nice. Wait, so this is not battle, so are we still impassioned if we have already? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just, I don't know. I'll well, then I'm gonna be losing my spear.
Yeah, you might just want to charge in with your spear.
I'll be starting with my spear.
Okay. Percy's attacking and Archade, so I'll need horsemanship rolls for Percy and Archade.
Okay. Make it.
Make it.
Great. So you two can attack and
I
you make
succeeded.
it. You succeeded as well. Go ahead and roll damage since it's an undefended attack.
Let's see, that's...
Archade.
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Loyalty, Robert. I'm strong and passionate.
Okay, great.
And. Ooh, crit. Is that,
Nice.
All right.
Awesome.
Great, because I made it, so
Okay.
that crit beats my making it. So go ahead and roll double damage. 23 from Edern. Great. Okay. And Archade, you hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Too many dice, hold on.
24 damage.
So?
Great. And how's Percy doing?
Nothing. 33.
33.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. So a cascade of blows rains down upon Grung the giant, and it is.
Take that,
What are you using, Renae? Spear or sword?
A spear.
So it is Percy's spear that deals the final death blow.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Stabbing up under the pectoral muscle and right into his black little heart.
Ooh.
Wow.
All right.
Now, here's the thing, though.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
So Malvis has just jumped up on this thing.
Yeah,
The giant falls backwards and hits the stone table so hard that you all feel
It
it's
shifts.
starting to shift off the megaliths. So,
Good thing we didn't jump up there.
Yeah.
so those of you on top can make an unmodified dexterity roll,
All
Just to
right.
jump onto our horses.
or just jump
Or just
clear.
land on the
just
ground
jump
and
clear.
To just
Yeah.
make it.
I make it!
Nice.
Yes,
and you made it
I
as
made
well.
it, yes. So,
All right.
Dice is
So
so low, I'm just like,
Yeah.
my god!
so it's still a bit of a drop. So Edern, you take 2 points, and Malvis 2 points as well,
Okay.
Yeah.
just from hitting the ground hard.
Squire rules?
Bind that ankle.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
All right. So the giant is dead. Now you can see that with the table stone out of the way, you can see that the giant was probably sleeping and layering underneath, because there's 2 rather large heaps of refuse.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's say we look for any signs of the king's sons. I'm sure he'd
Ew,
appreciate
oh,
getting them.
God.
Yeah.
we,
Well, I mean, like their armor or
Okay.
shields or something like that.
Femur.
Can we see what the giant was poisoning his spears with?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
a-
everyone, go ahead and make
a good
awareness
question.
rolls.
Yep, and using his sword.
Success.
Failed.
Make it.
You're a little grossed out. Ah! Yes, your
And,
first pile of fiend refuse. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Whoa!
You get used to it after a while. Don't worry.
The smell lingers, but
Yeah, so it is primarily sheep bones and sheep remains. You do find some human remains. You find some rusting pieces of armor,
Yeah.
2 bent swords, and a pair of battered shields.
Bearing heraldry.
Yes, indeed.
Ah.
Let's grab those.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can make heraldry rolls at +5, in fact, to just confirm the diagnosis.
I make it.
Don't make it. Make it.
I know.
Oh, wait, I crit it.
She
Sorry, I looked at the wrong number.
Check your damn heraldry. All right, so yeah, so Percy, you are positive that these are the shields of King Caradoc's sons.
Okay.
Let's-
And let's spare them back to
Yeah,
their
let's-
father.
And we can. We're able to see which bones are human.
Yes.
Let's spare the bones back on.
Especially, yeah, there are
Oh,
some
that's
that
a
have
good idea.
armor around them still,
Yeah.
and, like a skull with a helmet
I'm
on
sure
it.
How
he
long
wants
was
to.
it ago?
Like a year ago.
Okay.
So,
I'm sure he'll want to inter his sons.
Oh, yeah.
Like their final earthly remains.
now, meanwhile, Malvis, you failed your awareness roll, correct?
I did.
All right. Well, you're just kind of watching them as they
Yes.
root through the thing.
It's horrifically grotesque.
It is. And so there were those 2 bent swords,
The
but then
sword.
you spot a third sword.
Mm-hmm.
It is a sword still in a scabbard, but there's a beautiful ruby in the hilt.
So I want that.
Oh boy.
I'm taking it.
So you,
No, what did I
kind of
tell you last?
pull it up out of the pile as bones scatter.
Yes. I kick the skulls out of the way. Grab the sword.
So the scabbard is rather filthy, but the hilt is and the handle are in fine condition.
Okay, great.
So-
Hey, look what I found!
No, don't touch it. I told you last year about swords.
Already holding it.
Too late.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Oh, yes.
So.
So I have it now.
All right.
Well, you don't take it.
Take it out of the sheath. Yeah. We'll get back to the
Take a look,
castle.
you know.
All right.
So you just pull it
Just
a
to
little
see
bit,
what it
see what the blade looks like, you know, right?
Or what
It
is
glows
it?
blue.
It is. It doesn't glow, but it is a fine sort of pattern welded blade.
Oh, nice.
You know, like
Very nice.
shimmering, and there's letters in a strange language engraved down the. The term
all right.
is escaping me.
Fine,
But
that.
the thing
Uh-huh.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, the fuller?
The fuller. Thank you. Engraved down the fuller.
On the pointy bit.
The sticky pointy bit.
The middle indented part of the sticky
Where
stabby
the blood goes.
Right,
part.
where the blood goes, exactly. So it's like basically, it's like one long line and then a bunch of little dashes that are both perpendicular and angled to the main line. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is. My character doesn't know what that
Yeah,
is.
that's right. So,
Cool.
yeah.
What can I...
Everyone
Okay.
who's not holding the sword, go ahead and make selfish rolls, please.
Here we go.
Nope.
I fail.
Fail.
Nice.
Oh.
I don't want that.
Selfish and
Nicely found.
Yes.
Wow.
Well found, young
Yes.
knight.
Okay. Well, everybody's got to start somewhere. I guess I'm on my way. Yay. Okay. So did we discover what the poison was?
Oh yes, and that was another thing you found was just various roots and leaves, and then kind of a large pestle that's just coated with this kind of sticky sap substance, and even over the smell of all the rotting meat and bones and everything, you can still smell this kind of acrid odor. So it's some kind of special sauce that he was making.
Is there still some remaining in the bowl? Cool. Can I wrap up the bowl in something and take it with me?
Yeah, put it in a cloth or a sack. Yep.
Exactly.
Totally.
Giant small candy.
Just remind myself never to put anything else in that sack again. In fact, burn it as soon as I'm done with it.
Burn that sack.
don't
Or-
have that to end up in your kitchen.
Or just like throw it into the ocean, really.
Ketchup or something.
Oh, something.
No, I don't think I want to breathe anything that burns.
Yeah, that's
This.
true.
Okay.
All right. So as you're all kind of gathering your stuff about you, you hear a couple of the crossbowmen exclaim,
Oh dear.
"The lady has returned!"
Oh.
And indeed, you
Oh.
see Lady Bian riding through the glade on the back of a white mule.
Not half something, half something else.
No.
And she had an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Be cute if I was one of the sheep. Hail, my lady.
Indeed. It is good to see you again. Out of your tree.
Out of your tree.
You don't get out much, do you?
Twice in 10,000 years. It's
That's true.
You're pretty special.
She says that that was a fine job killing that giant. I've always hated him, and I'm glad he is dead.
Oh, good.
Did she
Wow.
look sincere?
That was my pleasure.
Okay.
I'm sure we can find a king who will share similar sentiments.
Yes. She, her eyes alight upon the sword. That
Yes. I was just
Alva's
about to
found.
show you this. We found it in the lair.
That's why she hates him.
So there's some strange scratchings on it, my lady. You would honor me if you would look at them and tell me if they mean anything to you.
They mean much to me, for that sword once belonged to my lover,
Ah!
Whoa.
and I'm glad that you have it now.
Well, you may have it.
Not at all.
Not at all. It's mine
I insist
now.
you keep it.
Good move, though.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well then.
Is this his
And
name?
the writings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's the significance of the scratches?
That is the name of the sword.
What is the name of the sword?
Wyrmsbane.
Well. Take the tag and throw it somewhere. Don't need that anymore.
All you crossbowmen are fired. Get out of here.
Oh wow! Oh, I wish I had
nice,
something. I
fine.
wish I had something to give you in exchange, my lady. I am but a poor knight, I'm just beginning my journeys, and I have nothing but my thanks to offer you.
What is this knight you speak of? Yes, she says, no recompense is necessary.
Okay, good.
As for the worm, I cannot help you in that.
No.
However, I suggest you return to the king's court and tell him of what you've seen here.
Okay.
He may be able to help you further. He is currently holding court at Madley.
May I ask what your lover's name was? Is it written down somewhere?
It's written on the sword, right? No.
No, Wyrms.
Wyrmsbane. Yes.
Was his name Wyrmsbane?
What's his name?
His name was Mr. Wyrmsbane.
She says, I took a sacred vow to never utter his name again after he died.
Wow. So we won't know.
No.
But you could scratch it down.
Can you read Ogham?
I read Latin.
I cannot read on him.
Latin?
Oh,
Yeah, what
dear.
is this Latin you speak of?
Oh,
It's one of the new languages.
indeed.
So what will you do now, my lady?
That's a practical question.
Indeed.
Just
Practical
wondering.
knight.
She's already riding up towards the ruins. And yeah, as she turns a corner, the clopping of the mule's hooves is no more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She just comes and goes like that.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I see.
What a great lady.
Wow.
It's all around great lady. So yes, Madley is where you want to go.
Madly.
Madley.
Truly. Deeply?
Yes. Onward.
That's a little further up the road.
Onwards. Okay.
Alright, well let's make our way to Madly.
All right. So the local peasantry, of course, comes out in force to cheer your
As they should.
achievement, your accomplishment.
The giant spear.
Yes.
Like, was it special looking in any way, or just?
It was just like a
Yeah.
great spear.
I'll take that with me.
Taking that.
Okay.
Yeah, just proof that we killed the beast.
Yeah.
Hey, boys,
it
this
down.
might come in handy.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
did we want to take those shields back?
We are.
You got the
Yeah.
shield.
Okay,
Shields
got
and the
shields are-
bows.
And the
Good?
remains.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
mhm.
Yeah.
And you're just like, ooh, shiny.
Yeah. And a sword that kills worms.
No kidding.
Yeah.
No, the ground worms. He uses for his garden.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
WORM. Yeah.
So close. Maybe we can find someone who knows the language to, fix it. So it says the right, the right
Just
kind
one
of
extra dash.
That's all it is.
All right. So, and of course, the peasants, as they cheer you on, are happy to give you directions to Madley. And so, you find it easily enough, mid-afternoonish. And of course, Caradoc is there to welcome you and commands a grand feast to be laid out in your honor.
Feast.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, it's
I don't
feast
know if
time.
his fallen sons returned home at once.
Yes, so it's there. It's both celebratory and somewhat
dirge-like.
yes, reflective.
It's a wake party.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
We're just gonna need double the alcohol. That's
Yeah, basically.
All right, so everyone, go ahead and make app rolls for your feasting.
Hey, I pass.
I failed.
Oh, I make it. All right.
Make mine as well.
All right, flirt, intrigue, or drink.
Intrigue.
All right. go for
Ooh,
it.
yeah.
I failed by 1.
Okay. All right, everyone else, take a feast card.
Feast.
Feasted. So feisty.
More food.
More food.
More food.
Well, it's parsnip mousse with almonds and wine.
And
so
I have a lot of
there's-
it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Gotta bulk up.
Mhm.
Gotta bulk up.
You gotta get up there.
Indeed.
Got to tack on some mass.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
What?
Feast card.
Oh, a group of ladies ask you to play and sing for their enjoyment.
Ooh.
One play instrument is singing.
Well, indeed, they want to hear the tale of the worm. I mean, not the worm, the giant.
Yes.
Well, I happen to be very good at singing. Playing, though.
Playing might
Let's
prove difficult.
Let's
yeah,
roll
I'm not really good at that.
hospitality,
Definitely.
which I make,
Okay.
plus 10. So play, I fail.
Mm.
But singing, I get a 21, a crit.
Whoa!
Wow.
So no one really gives a shit that you're playing isn't that great.
Play like one note for every 5 lines
Exactly.
you sing.
I'm just a strum.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel
awesome.
terribly. Yeah.
And so you improvise a little ditty on the spot about killing the giant. Too many damn monsters in this mission.
Yeah.
And
How the dragon's next.
Yep.
and how the dragon's next, yeah.
Oh, can the dragon hear you sing?
And how did Percy do on that feast card
A
there?
special event.
Ooh, red deck.
Wow.
And then it says like
Trade ya?
glory boost.
Trade you.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, gosh.
Percy was so brave.
He's like brave all
shucks.
kinds.
Look at this Falcon Master.
So what does it say?
You're offered the chance to be Falcon Master.
Wow.
Yes.
What the hell? Awesome.
That's, and lead the lordly party in the morning. This is awesome.
Oh man.
Yeah.
There's Dragonfly
Like
just
my
there.
thing.
Yes.
Roll falconry. Am I going to pass this? I don't know.
We'll see.
Shy and passionate?
Oh, you should totally impassionate.
Okay.
Totes and
I'm gonna make
passionate.
it.
You're the big deal.
And crit.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
My falconry's really high.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, so 40 glory for crit.
Wow. Nice.
Whoa.
That's right.
So,
Cool.
this says you're leading the party in the morning?
Yeah. Let's see. A successful loyalty or lord roll will allow you to take 1d6 other knights.
Ooh.
Man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Cool.
Awesome.
I'm down.
Wow.
All right.
Good job.
Yeah. It's pretty strange. I just happened to pull that card.
Love it.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Yep.
That's great. All right.
Do
Cool.
I get to check my falconry?
Definitely.
Excellent.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
I can remove that.
Unbeatable falconer.
Nice. So yeah, that roll is for when you were to go out falconing the next day. So
Okay.
you will lead an excellent falconry party.
Oh, great.
Yeah. You'll get some good game.
Pretty famous.
You get to kind of show off.
Impress
you're-
everyone with dragonfly. Taught them all kinds of cool things.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
So yeah, you guys are just looking like badasses. Kind of all around.
Okay, cool.
So the king is so pleased with all of you that he gives you each a beautiful goblet, a golden goblet.
Whoa.
Yep.
Wow.
Worth 1 librum each.
Yay. I have an item.
Quite a goblet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead and hawk that
I
goblet.
have an item. Hooray.
Well, it's going up on the mantle next to the moose pig.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
It makes an awesome mantelpiece.
Oh, yes, indeed.
That set of tusks.
Let's see. Okay, let's do another round. App rolls.
Another fail.
I make it.
Made it.
Okay. Intrigue, flirt.
Let's try intrigue again.
All right.
I succeed this time.
Succeeded. And Renae, you failed, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to intrigue, flirt, or drink?
Intrigue.
Okay, go for it.
See.
No one's into flirting these days.
I'm much better at intriguing.
Fail.
Failed. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oops.
What'd you do?
Uh-oh.
I find that feasting and drinking has made me forgetful of my manners.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Struggle to remember what is eaten when, who drinks first during a toast.
This makes perfect sense. This is like your
Yeah,
first major feast
exactly.
that you're not like serving,
So I roll courtesy from each round from now on, or suffer a -5 to app.
Whoa.
So my courtesy is 8. I crit it!
Yeah!
Oh, it's a miracle.
It's because you're Wolfram's.
Yep.
Wolfram's zone. You would always.
Somehow just managed to figure it out.
Check your courtesy.
Okay.
You see like a tapestry of Wolfram, like
Stand
showing exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, it's like you kind of forget whether you use a knife or a fork, and then, or not even. Forks, knife or a spoon,
Yeah.
Right.
and then you like at the last minute you see something kind of reminds you like, oh yeah. Yes.
A boisterous contest of strength is taking place as another knight challenges those around him to wrestle. Rolls strength to join and then grapple versus the champ.
Okay.
It's a
Go ahead and roll your
strength.
strength.
Proud 16 must roll.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Strength.
And
Can I
grapples,
passion this too?
Technically, yes.
I make it.
All right.
Ah, sorry. So I make my strength roll.
All right, so you're gonna be in grappling school. So that's fine. Let's see here.
We're not going to deal with like 3.5 grappling rules, are we?
No, nothing like that.
Okay, just making sure.
So yeah, some space is cleared in the middle of the hall.
Awesome.
And and various knights are stripping off to their skivvies and slapping each other. And it is so non-homoerotic. It's not even funny.
Start the chant. Eater, eater, eater.
I just want to check some then.
All right, so so basically you're just going to square off and grapple, and I'm just trying to remember. I think it's opposed strength, but I think just double check here.
Because brawl is dex.
Yeah.
So.
Right, if you just want to punch each other.
Right.
Let's see here. There we go. Oh wait, except the page number wasn't right in the index. Thanks, index.
Yeah, that's always helpful, isn't it?
That's so nice. Awesome. All right, so let's see. Oh, here we go. Combat. That's probably got it. Here we go. Grapple.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so to grapple, the character must be disarmed. It is opposed dex.
Curses.
All right, so it's dex versus dex. Now, you're out of armor, so you actually get a +5 to your dex.
That's
okay.
helpful. But so does the other guy.
Yeah, so does the other guy. So let's see what his dex is. His dex is average. All right, so
Now can I impassion?
now you can impassion.
Okay,
yes.
I'm impassion with fealty. I want to show off for
For
Robert?
or no, the Duke.
Morvid.
Oh, that's right.
Because I am now in Gloucester.
Indeed.
I'm a Gloucesterman now.
You are.
I was never really a Salisbury
Gloucesterman
man
through and through.
anyways,
Yeah.
so... Alright,
Alright.
so let's impassion with fealty. How much did I make?
Great. So you're gonna get a +15 to your dex.
Oh, good.
Boy.
So that is... Wait, plus
One away from a crit for me.
15,
Oh dear.
26, okay. Aha! Total crit.
Okay,
Yes.
great. All right, so you beat him. So you have your choice. You can throw him down hard, doing 1d6 damage. You can throw him down and then pin him, or you can hold him immobile and like a full Nelson.
Which would be the more honorable thing to do?
Pin him?
Probably just pinning.
Okay, that will be what I do.
Okay. All right, so he gets one shot at breaking the hold or breaking the pin, which is strength versus strength.
So strength roll.
Let's see what his strength is. Also average. I made it with a 6.
15.
All right.
So you pin him. Squire hits the straw and does the 3 count.
Tapped out.
That's right. Eater, eater.
Does like the king's daughter like come around with
Exactly. So what was the glory for that?
20 glory and take title.
Nice. Take the title. So they give you an outsized wrestling belt to drape over your shoulder.
Yeah.
And
Roll it right up.
Oh, like one of the old fashioned like leathern like
right.
nice.
Slap it over your shoulder there. All right. So good times. So good times all around. Meanwhile, Archade
Owning
is
in this town.
You really are. You should just live there.
I've always wanted a summer home in the land of sorrow
There you go.
or suffering.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, Archade, you're gossiping. So you made your intrigue roll.
I did.
So you're talking with a couple ladies, and apparently the questing beast was seen crawling. It's still around, and it was seen crawling over the marshes in Avalon with a broken spear sticking out of it.
Oh, wow. Sir,
King Pellinor?
King Pellinor got a, I was going to say like Sir Pellegrin. King Pellinor got a lucky strike in.
He did, and Gawain was the one who spotted it and had thought that maybe, Pellinor had, was on its tail and was going to finish it off, but instead found him nearby, nearly dead.
Oh, the questing beast got his own back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But by all accounts,
Stamp or
Any sign of Sir Cormac just like trailing behind 200 yards?
well, apparently Pelennor is back to full health though, because reportedly he fathered at least 2 children in the village where he recovered over the winter.
Oh, that Pelennor.
God almighty.
So there's a lot of talk about how he's just all horse sweat and bed sweat.
Yep.
And just cranks out sons. Apparently all he's ever had are sons except for one daughter.
How many sons do you have?
The last count was somewhere over a dozen.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, giving Kinrain a run for his money, for sure.
I have only been with 2 ladies though, and I have like.
Yeah, no, these are all like sons from different.
I have. Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me count my sons.
Well, that sounds intriguing.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
9. I have 9. With 2 ladies. Thank you.
So, the king calls.
Somewhere. What? How many?
yeah, there's like a little scoreboard. The king calls for his clerk, who is a monk, to stand and recite the miracle of Saint Dubricus's birth. They call it.
Can I see a picture of Dubricus? Just.
Yes, the famous Dubricus.
Yes.
Which took place in this very town, the birth. So, let's see.
Maybe if we take a splinter of wood from his cradle, we can use that to wound the boy.
There he is.
Now that's an
There's
idea.
Dubricus.
Oh, yes, Dubricus.
The dude.
And he's getting up there. He is he's pushing 80 at this point.
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah.
See, living for God, it does some things for you.
Well, apparently, back in those days, according to the monk, this kingdom was ruled by King Paibao, who was called King Dribbler because of his uncontrollable foaming at the mouth.
What?
Oy.
Was he rabid?
He had a beautiful daughter named Yurthil, and one day noticed that she was pregnant even though unmarried. He immediately ordered her to be punished by drowning in the River Wye. She was tied into a sack along with a great rock, but when the sack was tossed into the water, it miraculously bobbed back to the shore. This occurred several times until at last the frustrated king ordered her to be burned instead.
Oh my god.
She was tossed into a great burning pyre, but the next morning, instead of bones, men found the princess sitting amid the ashes with an infant in her lap. The pair were taken before the king, whose rage vanished upon seeing them alive, and he warmly embraced them. The infant then touched his grandfather's face, and the king's malady of dribbling and foaming vanished, never to appear again.
Wow.
The baby was named Dubricus and grew up to be Archbishop of all of Britain.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds legit.
Hey, man, I've got Aaron, so,
It's quite obvious this tale's been told many times as people are like mouthing the words along with it.
Yeah.
Smiling and clapping at all the right times. So, let's do one more round.
Wait a minute. Did you get your intrigue? You failed?
Failed.
Yeah,
You
failed.
failed.
Yeah.
I succeed at my app this time.
Nice.
Yay, so did I.
Fail.
And fail. All right. So intrigue, flirt, or drink.
Flirt.
Flirt with some of the squires.
Sure.
Or the serving maids. I mean, your
Whoever will have
choice.
me.
Whatever. Whoever will have
Whoever
me.
will have me. Floating away.
All right. Make a flirting roll.
Oh, I passed! Yay!
So I'll say the squires are quite taken with a female knight.
Okay.
This is something unheard of in these parts. And but instead of finding it, repulsive, or disturbing, or terrifying, they're into it. They're like, wow. So like basically you're inundated with
Ginger paste.
constant like squires coming over, keeping your goblet topped off, making sure you get some good cuts, even though you're not at the high table.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. So and everyone else made it. There you go. Go ahead and check your flirting.
Oh,
Alright.
I'd like to approach the king if I could.
Oh, sure.
Instead of taking your
Of
card.
course.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, because we can do that.
Good looking
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What are our other events? We'll do those first.
Let's see. The Earl rises and calls a toast. Roll temperate, indulgent, 10 plus more glory to best roll. This is a global event which every PC present must participate in.
Okay.
Refusal negatively affects honor and loyalty. So temperate, indulgent.
Rolling temperate.
Roll indulgent.
Succeed at temperate.
Okay.
I
Great.
passed, but
Yep. And Elvis?
Passing temperate.
Pass. Great.
so best roll wins.
Best roll wins.
11.
7.
8.
4.
All right.
11
All right.
to
Yes.
All right. Great. Excellent. So you time your hoist and your sip perfectly. Yes. You're a model of decorum. All right. And Percy?
More drink.
More drink. Yay!
So temperate.
All right.
And I make it.
Great. All right. You managed to not get wasted.
Yeah.
All right.
Very good.
All right. So
At the right time.
as the toast is finished, and King Caradoc is thanking you all for everything that you've done. That's kind of your cue that you can talk to him.
Oh.
Awesome. Do I have to roll anything? Nope. Okay. I was aggrieved to learn of the loss of your 2 sons, and although it brings me joy to return their earthly remains to you, it did bring a thought to my mind that I have 2 twin sons at a squireable age. So perhaps if you would be amenable to the idea of me sending them here.
Okay, go ahead and give me a courtesy roll for that.
Ooh.
All right. Can I boost it with hospitality?
Sure.
I succeed.
Great.
And courtesy is boosted by glory, right?
Yes.
All right. So 22 becomes 32. Succeed with a 15.
Excellent. So he agrees. Absolutely, yes. I couldn't think of a better way to thank you than to take 2 of your own into my house. You were right. That is a fine way to honor the memory of my sons.
Oh.
Well, speaking of sad matters, you all came here originally because you were on the trail of the Dolorous Wyrm. Are you still interested in finding the beast?
We are.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Very well. Then, thank you.
Yes, we have our cards floating around.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, the Vale wherein the worm lies, which has been home to neither man nor beast since its arrival, lies 2 days' ride to the west. Follow the River Wye.
Okay.
The first day's ride is through the settled lands of my holdings. Second day, you will come to the land of Hay. Ride to the far side of that land, and there you will find the Vale of the Dolorous Wyrm.
Okay.
Be warned that there are many strange beasts in the forest that may trouble you during your journey.
Terrific. Okay.
Okay.
Many strange.
Many strange and troubling beasts.
So very troubling.
Well, we were already sort of forewarned by the lady that the hell
That's true.
was spouting.
Hellmouth.
Hellmouth was, yes.
Yes.
Is it Hellmouth?
Helmuth?
Helmuth. It must be Helmuth.
Helmuth. If it's a place name, yes.
This one.
All right. So after a bit of falconry the next morning.
Yay!
Everyone claps.
Wow, that was awesome.
There's like a sweet little like sky like cartwheel thing.
Oh, yeah.
While grabbing,
Yeah.
prey with every swoop.
Right. Catching
Wow.
the pheasant on the wing and so forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it's quite a display.
Yeah.
Just play dead and then 3 feet off the ground.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep.
I've seen a video of that. It's really cool.
Really?
Birds dropping from the ground and then they.
Just swoop
And then
away.
Then they yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you
Fascinating.
train a bird to do that, but it's.
Put it in the.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do
I
that.
want to see it.
Yeah,
I
put it on the
don't
floor.
understand what you're talking about.
On this
It just folds up its wings and just falls down and
and then
plays
the
dead,
sky and then it
flies off.
yeah
and then it comes back.
yeah. It's pretty
It
neat.
sounds cool, scary.
Yeah.
Both of those.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, you depart. Even with the falconry, should still be able to make hay while the sun still shines. Zing! I couldn't resist.
No, you can't.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shouldn't resist.
So you follow the Vale of the Wye River, the forest of Dean encroaching on either side. rather menacingly, passing through a couple small manor villages.
Okay.
You know, encountering peasants and draft animals and that sort of thing, but nothing, nothing untoward. You do reach the expected river crossing that will take you over into the Baronetcy of Hay.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a knight at the crossing.
Does he have the tent set up behind him?
Yeah.
He does. There's actually kind of almost like a semi-permanent little toll house. Really.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a Eusting list?
No,
Okay.
no Eusting.
Can we read his
Coat of arms.
heraldry?
Yeah, we make heraldry rolls. Absolutely.
Okay.
Success.
Oh, make it. Yeah.
Made it.
Okay. He does indeed bear the arms of the Baronetcy of Hay.
Well, this is our man then.
Indeed.
And so he rides forth into the stream and hoists his spear up and says that I have been ordered by my lady, Dame Venus, to bring all travelers to her hall that wish to cross her lands.
All right.
It's easier than being
enough.
told.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's meet the dame.
Yes.
Okay.
let's-
So he takes you across the stream and up the road about a mile. You see another Mott and Bailey castle up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
This one not nearly as well maintained as Hereford.
Hmm.
Yes. The knight tells you this is Clifford Castle, is the residence of his lady. Mm-hmm. So, much like before, you are greeted by servants and valets. The crossbowmen and your squires are shown to separate dwelling, and you are ushered up the stairs to the hall up top.
Lovely.
Yes. There you find Dame Venus. There she is.
Whoa. Is that Jillian
Yeah.
Sure is.
Anderson? Oh, wow.
Bit older, but still quite lovely, and welcoming you with great hospitality. You are welcome to stay in my hall as long as you wish. Everything I have is yours. However, I must tell you of a custom that I hold in this hall that you will perhaps find strange. I know, the mind reels. I know full well that by rights, guests such as yourselves should be seated at the high table with me. But my knights are such valiant men that they always eat at the head of the table, no matter what the rank of the visitors.
Hospitality 19. Okay, whatever you said.
Of course, I'd make one exception if the High King himself ever rode my way. Now, this custom means no insult to anyone, just honor for my men. I'll break it only for knights who can best mine in single combats.
Yes.
I do have a proud of 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can all make courtesy rolls too.
Okay,
yeah,
that's what it boils
I'm
down
not
to?
gonna fail
I
this.
fail by 1.
Ooh.
I crit.
I succeed.
Uh-huh.
I make it. Yep.
All right. So for Edern, it's all about your pride. You're just like, what? Shh, come on. This is Edern you're talking about.
Yes, we saw that.
The rest of you recognize that this is a kind of a subtle challenge that she's levying against all of you.
I recognize this?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, especially you. You've read it.
Okay.
So she's kind of challenging all of you without being
Without
open
saying
about
it.
it. Yeah.
Tricky.
Yeah.
I'll take him. Bring it.
Yeah, well, pretty
Well,
much.
actually, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Okay.
So,
Come at me, bro.
yeah, pretty much.
You know,
Pretty much.
I say we take care of her worm problem, then come back and trounce her knights and
I
be
like
like,
that.
what's up?
There you go.
Well, the challenge would be, here and now, basically.
All right.
Well, I
So
mean,
it's-
If you leave her hall
Mhm.
without answering the challenge, you'll be judged to be cowards.
Oh.
Like, no, we're
like
bringing this
that.
now.
Oh, it's like that.
No, it's like it's going to be like that. Huh?
Oh. So it's cowards now. It's not even proud. It's valorous.
Well, we don't have a choice, do we?
Yeah,
Right,
let's
right.
yeah, let's kick some ass.
Who
Now,
are these knights? Let's yes.
yeah, she has like how many knights? She's got 15 knights in her household.
You don't have to beat one.
And you only have to go one-on-one.
To take- yeah,
it's
we take
with blows withheld, right?
Okay.
Okay.
And it's not even the first blood. It's the first to land 3 blows.
Okay.
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 So she's not about wanton bloodshed. It's just she wants to see some knights fight.
Fine.
All right.
Can't blame her.
Sitting in her throne, sort of chewing her nails.
Ooh, such fresh nights.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's some like wrestling a little later.
Some of that wrestling I've heard is going on at the king's court these days.
That's right. Had a great party last night. There was...
Do you want to see my belt?
If not, he can always take it off for you.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Love of my wife of 20, thank you.
All
What's
right.
that got to do with it?
Yeah, pagan.
It's 500-mile
I'm
rule.
only lustful of 12, thank you.
Okay.
I'm not as,
No?
I'm not my dad.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true.
Oh, I see.
17.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so who wants to go first?
Shh, you do.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course.
I think the proudest goes first.
Peter's already strapping his sword on,
Like,
right?
can I impassion with my proud?
Sadly, no. But
Probably your honor.
definitely honor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Which I make.
Right. Okay, he's going to try and impassion with his fealty. Which he makes. All right.
Feel the table shake when you
Wasn't
jump
it
there.
satisfying?
I love
Yeah.
that.
Really only on 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what did I get? Let's see. Oh, I actually got a crit.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Of course
Okay.
it's...
Alright.
This knight's a little overexcited.
Yeah.
Really wants to look good in front of his liege.
It's okay, it's the first of 3 hits.
So, because
No?
it was a crit, he failed to withhold his blow sufficiently.
No.
So it's 23 damage. Now
That's all we need.
12 plus 6 is 18.
Oh.
So you take 5 points.
Okay.
So blood is drawn. Dame Venus immediately is like rushing down into the hall, into the main area of the hall where the space has been cleared for your fight, stopping the fight, apologizing profusely. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
This never happens.
Yeah, right.
What a crooked game are you running here?
Lady.
obviously that the fight is yours, and you will be judged a valorous knight.
Oh.
And
That was easy.
and she signals to a servant to fetch her 72 herb healing potion.
No spices, just herbs.
72 herb. You know that
Does
tastes
all the
good
work as
going down.
marinade.
Yeah.
You'll
No,
also
because it
recognize-
brings the meat back to life. So that's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
Always fresh.
You'll recognize this on the fish that we're eating today.
All right, who's next?
I don't know. Who's next?
Percy?
Sounds good.
Right.
Any impassioning?
Do I
Yes.
need to like roll for my
Oh, we'll
Healing?
get there.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Made my honor?
Made your honor. Excellent. I made my
So we're
fealty.
using lances? Or
Whatever you want to do. He's using a sword.
You're on feet. On foot.
on foot,
okay.
yeah.
Sword, then.
Sword it is.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I make it.
Great.
Passion, so 18? Or...
Let's see, what's
No.
your sword skill?
Sorry. 14.
Sword is 14, so that is +4, so you rolled an 8.
Roll an 8. Okay, I got a 14. So he lands a blow. So that's 1. 1-0.
Oh, okay.
New round.
Great. Impassion again? Or
No,
just
it
okay.
stays.
Okay. Yep, so that is 6 this... Oh, no. Sorry. 12?
12. I got a 10. So you land a blow.
Yay. 1-1.
1-1.
Okay. So, I think 10 again? Or 10?
Okay. I got a crit this
All right.
time.
Okay.
So
Oh, no. These guys.
Oh, man.
I know. 10, 57. Okay, so I only got 18, so he actually does not wound you.
Oh,
So he
okay.
hits you really hard, actually dents your shield.
Oh.
Wow.
But it's not enough to stop the fight, so that's 2-1.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
New round.
Yes. Make it again.
I got a 12.
I'm 10. Okay.
10. Okay, so that's 3-1. So
Okay.
Okay.
he wins.
You win.
But again, Dame Venus congratulates you, says, although you've not won the right to sit at my high table, you fought very well.
Yeah, thanks.
Who's next?
I'll go next.
All right.
All right. Passion honor. I make.
Mm-hmm.
And so. That's a 9.
That's a big 9.
Yeah, that's a 1 on the die.
All right. So he made his fealty. That's a crit.
Okay.
Let's see. And 21 this time. So you take 3 points of damage.
That I do.
And the fight is stopped again.
These guys are on fire.
They
Yeah.
are.
These guys really, they're not really getting the whole point of what we're doing here.
No.
Yeah.
It looks like they got something to prove.
Yeah.
They really
Alright.
like being at the high table.
Okay, upon my honor.
I don't think they fight the dragon themselves.
Crit.
Great. I actually failed my honor and passionate.
Oh,
or
right.
not honor, my loyalty, fealty and passionate.
Okay.
So, yeah, I did not crit. Alright, so just roll regular damage.
Oh, not bad. Very good.
Oh.
8.
8.
8.
On a crit? Did you double it?
Oh, no, I didn't double it.
Alright, I was gonna say.
Okay.
She rolled all wins.
Yeah, right.
Right, I did. 17.
17. Alright, so that's not enough to beat his armor plus shield.
Good.
So you
I don't
land a
make an ass of
telling
myself.
blow. You do not make an ass of yourself.
Huzzah, Malvis!
Yeah, you kick off the combat in grand style.
Okay,
a ringing
moving
blow.
on.
I succeeded with a 5.
17.
Alright, if that's a success.
That's 2
Success.
hits.
Yes.
Alright, so that's the second hit. No need to roll damage.
No need to roll damage. Second
since you
hit.
didn't crit.
Okay.
Alright. Third round.
Ooh.
Failed outright.
Crit.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're gonna wound him.
Get some blood back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sixes. Wow.
Oh, God. I think he's dead.
That's 20.
Oh no, wait, you don't double it. I'm sorry, you're not doubling it because
Okay.
you're withholding your blows.
Oh, God.
So that original 8 would have stood anyway.
Fine.
That's fine.
All right, so 8 and then 20.
You did 20
I did 20 on a.
with a single damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ow.
It's-
That's impressive. Alright, so alright, and he failed, so you actually deal him an 8-point wound.
Yep.
So yeah, you
Didn't
just
he
You
get his
saw how
shield
we were
up.
playing
yeah,
before
he's
and
you know
then we-
he's just
Yeah,
like leaving his
yeah.
shield down and it's just like clank, and just actually cuts through the chainmail and
Pretty pissed.
Wow. Yeah.
all right. So obviously the fight is stopped.
Yeah.
He's actually taken away for like first aid.
I'm going to be withholding my applause, but I'm going to be trying really hard to withhold it. Sit on my hands.
All right. So of course Dame Venus can't really chastise you because 2 of her knights.
Well, I'll make my apologies.
Yes, certainly. These things happen and so forth. So
I got carried away. It happens.
absolutely.
As you know, we had to forgive your people. You will forgive me.
Indeed. No hard feelings all around. This is what happens when you fight with sharpened weapons,
Yep.
as it turns
Indeed.
out. So, yeah. So,
So often engaged to somebody loses
So we'll be
an eye.
sitting. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So I'll be sitting at the high table.
Okay.
Taking the guy's places, he's being knitted up.
Yeah. No, actually, you automatically lose, sadly enough. So,
Oh, son of a gun.
yeah. All right. So, anyway, at that point, you're all seated. So, that would be Edern and Archade at the high table, correct?
I'm at the kiddie table.
All right. And Percy. Percy and Malvis at the kiddie table.
Yep.
All right.
The card table.
All right. So a small feast is laid out. It's a very simple food. Her hall is well maintained, but not terribly ostentatious.
Yeah, I'm picking that up.
Over the feast, she reveals that she's been married twice.
Really?
Both of her husbands and both of her sons have been killed in wars or by beasts while on the hunt.
Have local priests declared her not unlucky?
She's one of those, yes.
Well, the other lady was like 5 though.
Yeah.
All
it was
that
pretty
you
bad.
had proposed to her.
So this is 4, and all in hunting
Some of
accidents.
them are sons.
Or battles.
Or battles, okay.
Her last husband died at Baden Hill, so.
All right, well, that's...
Oh.
Well, that's...
No.
different.
Everyone died at Baden.
Yeah.
Yeah. But since she's been married twice already, she cannot be forced to marry again. And so now she intends to remain single until she finds a true love like the High King did with his queen.
Aww.
So the king has put a steward in charge of her affairs, leaving her only this old castle and its holdings. But she seems perfectly fine with that.
Okay.
So, what business brings you to my hall?
Well,
It's funny you should ask.
yeah, it's kind of interesting you would ask us about our valor, as we are here to slay the Dolorous Wyrm.
No biggie. No.
Yeah, just passing through. We already took care of giants.
Yeah.
Just one county back.
No big thing.
And so, we thought we'd just sweep by, take care of this problem too.
Right.
As long as we're here.
As long as you, right.
What is your proud?
It's 6.
And he's already checked it. He's getting prouder in his old age. Oh, she says, it is a monster which has slain many men.
That it has. Took the eye of the King of Suffering.
Yes.
Care about it.
Yes. It has settled upon the now ruined church of a Welsh word that I'm going to butcher. Llandeilograbin.
That's good enough for us, Dave.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Considering what we would probably say.
Llandeilogrim.
Lincoln Logs.
Yeah.
Landy.
Whose residents have long since been eaten or fled.
Right.
There is one way to reach it, by the river path.
Okay.
But if you succeed, you will bring great benefit to me.
Yes.
Because the worm has blocked the only road from here to Bulith, where King Tathel lives. To reach Bulith now, we must ride the long way around the dragon, either 30 miles to the north, through the kingdom of Elphael, or 30 miles to the south, through the kingdom of Bricheniog. Therefore, we see little of the people from Bulith.
Okay.
So the opening up the
good for
trade
trade,
route.
yeah.
We've sort of shunted off into the back roads right now.
So we would want that.
Well then, we will strive in earnest to slay this foul creature that has so desecrated a church.
Yeah, it's a little.
A what?
Exactly.
All right. So, with the dinner over, she, tells you that you can return to your quarters down in the Bailey, and again, sort of reiterates that you're free to stay as long as you need to. Okay. You are provided with the 72 herb solution.
Hooray!
What about me?
Did you take a wound?
Yeah.
Okay, then you are as well.
Like, do I get like the 71 herb solution? They ran out of the 72nd herb.
You get the lukewarm tap water solution.
That's pretty good.
Smells like infection.
You get to use the stuff that I've already used.
Right. All right. So a serving boy shows you back to your quarters.
Okay.
As you travel down the long flight of stairs, the little commoner seems quite chatty with you.
Oh, very good.
Engage you in small talk.
Lovely.
You may all make folklore rolls if you wish.
Yay!
I make it.
Where are you, folks?
Oh, I make it.
I fail it.
Yeah, I feel it.
So, Edern and Malvis, you both realize that he's trying to be friendly. So, you got to make a roll to understand that. It's like, why is it talking to me? But yes, he's being very chatty, just asking a bunch of questions, that sort of thing.
He's all interested,
Little
right?
scamp.
Oh,
He's a little scamper.
He wants to be people.
Right.
Exactly. He thinks he's people.
He thinks he's cute. So, does he know anything about the worm? The Dolorous Wyrm, perchance?
I know lots of things.
Oh, yeah?
They call me Clever Jack after all.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Clever Jack.
Well, here are your quarters.
So, wait a minute, Clever Jack.
See you later, Clever Jack.
No, wait a minute.
See you later. What was your name again? Oh, never mind. Boy.
You are a boy, aren't you?
Yes, exactly. Boy or girl.
The worm.
Yes.
Clever Jack.
The worm.
We go to face the worm.
Well, I've seen your dragon many a time. I have.
Oh.
I have indeed. I know that thing and where it lives. And even clever little me, I have ideas on how to deal with it.
You do now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's going to be terribly dangerous? There's a more than 70% chance you'll die.
Hasn't happened yet.
No, it hasn't happened yet. I'm thinking I want to take this little clever jack with
No
us.
kidding.
Go ahead and give me a trusting suspicious roll.
All right.
Yeah, seriously.
I failed my trusting.
Make your suspicious roll.
I failed my suspicious.
Great. So, yeah, you're free to choose as you wish.
I think he'd be highly amusing even if he's lying.
Okay. All right. Okie doke.
So I would pay him something, whatever I got, for him to tag along and
Oh, he seems quite willing to just tag along.
for the sheer adventure of it. Come adventuring with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. So that's 72 herb solution. The next morning, Archade, you're going to wake up with 1 point healed.
Oh, great.
And I'll roll for Edern when Jade gets back.
Okay.
In the meantime, when would you? What would you like to do with this young lad?
We're gonna be setting off around dawn, so
Okay.
come find us.
Okay.
Indeed. Bring us our breakfast, boy.
Do that. Do that.
Very good. So in the morning he brings you some black bread and ale,
Okay, great.
Wonderful.
and as you are chewing your breakfast and thinking thoughtfully, he volunteers. He's quite forward for a little common boy. Here's what we have to start with.
Okay.
I know it hates red, because I've often gone out to the hills and waved a red dummy at the monster. Even all the way across the valley, you can see the red man. And as soon as it rises, I leave the dummy behind and run away and hide in the rocks there.
Okay.
I've done this several times. It burns up the dummy and goes away.
It hates red.
Does it land to burn up the dummy?
Yes. So what do you think we should do with that?
Pick up some red?
Bring a red dummy.
So, use it as a
Does he
lure?
make it?
Yeah.
Use it as a lure?
Yeah.
It's a great idea. You guys are really smart.
Yeah.
We were planning on luring it out and ambushing it anyway.
Yeah.
So we might as well pick out something that will...
We'll bring it. But
The 72 herb solution, Jade, heals 2 points of damage for Edern.
we're talking to Clever Jack.
He's giving us tips on the Dolorous Wyrm.
The Dolorous Wyrm hates the color red. And will attack.
Apparently.
But this is it. Well, yes.
Like some kind of bull
Blood my
in China
heraldry is
shop.
not red like my brother's.
Blue!
Okay.
You know what I was thinking, Jen, though?
Yes.
As far as your heraldry goes.
I have none currently.
Yeah.
But you came from the Red Keep?
Well, you came from the Red Keep, and Wolfram's was black with a white cross.
Yes, it
so
was.
so why not a white cross on a red background?
Ooh.
I'm suspicious of religious people.
Ah, that's true.
And I'm
You're
also pagan.
You're
Yeah.
pagan.
Yeah. Pagan power.
So, no. Think about things. Think
Okay.
about it.
All right. So you just have a blank shield right now.
Right now, yeah.
Okay.
Is it perhaps red?
It might be considered red.
It might be
The
some...
tincture might be red.
Might be
Yes.
some shade of red before it got all muddy.
Kind of
It might be
brownish
of
red.
a hue that.
Could be.
So a dried blood red.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Depending on how this goes, you could put a dragon on
I
it.
could. What's your
Put a
shield?
bird on it.
Depending on how.
Depending on how it goes.
I hate birds.
Yes, I heard of my brother's.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
I'm just checking what the Lady of Kenilworth's arms were.
Okay, yeah. I know. I'm not real big on.
Oh wait, I should have that in here.
So this child, I'll have to
is
roll
this kid?
suspicion. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a good
you have a
question.
ruby in
He's
it.
like 9.
Yeah, I do.
Sorry,
He's
that's
like
my
9.
Yeah.
So he's not super young.
No, he's not. Well, no.
He's young enough.
Yeah.
Not so young. We'd have to feel bad if he died.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's
Helping us out.
just a peasant.
Yeah.
He's pretty clever. If anybody survives, it'll be him.
Oh,
You know,
like
he's
the roach that he is.
You know-
run and hide. Yeah.
They mostly come out at night.
The traveling swarms. Oh. All right. So what else do you have for us, Clever Jack?
he's looking up the
Oh, okay, so she has a white with a red keep on it.
pop. All right. Well, that I guess I'll have that for now.
It's kind of posh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So he kind of seems like he's lying, but
Well,
What do you
dummies. You're so
Where would he
cute.
get a red dummy?
Right. Again and again, because apparently he's done this enough number of times,
Yeah. Where would he get like 4 red
and it gets
dummies?
destroyed. And why would he think of it? Very creative kid.
Well, everyone hereabouts knows the story of old King One Eye,
Oh yeah?
who came with 100 knights to kill it.
Yeah.
And they were all killed because the worm kept flying up and getting healed of its wounds.
Right.
So I'll bet next thing you're going to tell me is that we need to figure out a way to keep it from flying away.
That's exactly what I'm going to tell.
That's something we said like 2 days ago.
Yep.
You're far more clever than Clever Jack.
You need a net.
If you had any ideas?
Lynette.
Wait,
What?
Is it healing because of the stone that it has?
No, the stone only gives money, right? I think it's healing just because it's getting away from
I
the
see,
things that are
yeah.
wounding it for a period of
Okay.
time.
We got all the crossbowmen aiming its wings.
Yeah.
Could try to puncture its wings. Those would probably
Weigh
be
them down at the very
far less
least.
armored than its body.
Yeah.
But perhaps some sort of, I don't know, a net or... Do bolas? Do we know about bolas?
No, but in the old days, King Hugh used great iron hooks to hold a monster so that his warriors could kill it.
Iron hooks. What do you think of the iron hooks?
I like
Great
that.
iron
You like
hooks.
Yeah. How would we?
How would we get great? Yeah.
We'll have to go visit
If we're
a...
on a river, right?
Well, yeah, we don't really have anything like
We
that.
don't.
Oh.
Well, a smith could make a hook. That's not a complicated
True,
thing.
true.
joint.
We have to get pretty close. Right?
And we
Well, we could launch a hook.
There are plenty of rocks around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could
Oh, like what
put-
if we knock a boulder onto it?
Or what if we
Indiana
put
Jones style.
rocks around the net, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And the edges of
Or,
To weigh it down.
maybe,
Yes.
maybe I could fill one of my red dummies with rocks.
But he just burns the dummy.
Well, I could make it fireproof. I could put a shellac on it.
That would be a lot of rocks.
That.
What 9-year-old knows the word shellac?
What 9-year-old knows how to fireproof something?
Well, we're just gonna go with it.
We're just going with it.
If he knows how to fireproof something, I can have him fireproof my shield.
My horse too while he's at it.
Yeah, seriously, if he can do like a dummy, how about like my entire armor? Like, what is he just?
It's the Teva 72 herb blend.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. That's exactly what it is.
You
Your,
threw away that poison, right?
I threw it.
Oh.
I think I was. I don't remember.
You didn't actually pitch it. You talked about pitching the bag it was in, but
That's true, but I also
It's
took the
kind of
spear.
sticky and. We
Oh,
could
the bag.
try
That
to
could
launch
be
it at
mobbed.
at least one of the wings and then.
Well, I also have the spear, and the
Right.
spear is
Yeah,
yeah,
is that
yeah.
wieldable by someone human-sized?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a great spear, so.
yeah,
poison's always good.
yeah, exactly.
I'll at least slow it down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Slow it down.
Yeah, that might prevent healing, and
Yeah.
obviously you
Slow it.
might have a little
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
might
Yeah.
have some bonuses there too.
Might be.
Well, what do you all think?
Well, I doubt that.
Screwy idea.
I don't know how a kid knows how to make something fireproof. Like if that's true. Wait, let's how do you make something fireproof? I'd like to set it on fire.
So yeah, he tells you about how he can use a certain sap that will just retard the flames from catching fire on the dummy.
Okay, let's see this. Let's see the sap applied to something, and I'm going to throw it on a fire.
Okay, we're gonna test it.
All right.
Yeah.
So he, takes him about a half hour to go collect enough sap.
Mhm.
He soaks some burlap in it. Then there's a little brazier out in the front yard. Throws it in there, and it does catch fire eventually, but it takes like
Eventually.
10 times
Sure.
longer than
Yeah.
it normally would.
Oh,
Big
that's
success.
neat.
That's a huge success.
That is.
This kid's a genius.
All right, we're
Yeah.
hiring this kid.
We are, because he's
Yeah.
our Da Vinci.
Yeah, but what's this sap coming
Yeah, no
from?
kidding.
Oh, it's just some of the trees that grow around here.
See, he won't tell you.
Trade secrets,
Yeah.
proprietary information.
What if we
Well,
hire
enough for our
you?
shields, please.
Yeah, he's our guy. I'm not letting go of this kid.
Yeah, like maybe we could get some like saplings of these trees and like start planting
right.
in our places.
Right.
Dang.
I'll come in handy with some of those other dragons.
Technology.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna need this big time.
Yeah, this kid might be our little dragon slaying squire.
Yep.
Here's Denari.
Yeah, you give him the Denari? Okay.
All right, so how much would it take you to get enough sap to cover that cover your dummy and our shields?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could wait.
I'll have to go around to a lot of trees,
Yeah.
so
Can we
probably
s-
maybe
can-
the rest of the day.
Can we send any of our squires with you?
It's, you kind of have to know how to do it, or else you kill the tree. So
Okay.
Well,
All right.
all right, so it'll take him the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fine. A huge
They
advantage.
could help
Yeah.
him carry the sap.
Yeah, they.
Well,
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. Send Dragonfly to maybe grab a branch or leaf from the tree where he's going. I don't know. So we can figure out what tree it is, because that's pretty.
There's a lot of trees.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, I definitely want him to get sap for our shields.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
That'd be neat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, any other plans as you have the day?
Let's see.
I'm gonna sharpen the Wyrmsbane.
Mm-hmm. You find it doesn't really need sharpening.
Oh, okay.
It is razor sharp.
Great.
Cool. I'm going to take a look inside my poison bag and see if the bowl still has the ickiness in the inside of it.
It's a little stickier than it was, but it's only been a couple days. So
Okay, cool.
yeah.
I'll close it back up and get it ready to apply to the spear when I need it.
Great.
Okay.
We could apply to all of our spears.
That's true. Is there enough?
Maybe.
I don't need it with the Wyrmsbane.
That's
You
true.
might need it.
So yeah, maybe a light coats the great spear just to re-up it, and then maybe onto either Percy or Edern's spear.
Maybe.
Just one other spear.
All right. So by the end of the day, Clever Jack has returned. He has made his dummy. He shellacks your shields with the sap.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's doing so, he says, so let me get this straight. You all are proposing that I use this dummy to distract the worm, and while it's trying to set it on fire, that gives you all a chance to kill it.
Yes.
Okay. It's a brilliant idea, gents.
Does he have like a little newsboy cap and a Brooklyn accent? I
Yes.
mean,
Practically.
Does he look like one of King Arthur's young friends in that musical that one's on?
Right. Like he's a newsie of some sort?
the answer sounds like yes.
Yes.
Yes, governor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So
We don't have a net. We don't like the net idea.
I like
Is the net
it.
a bad
Do
idea?
we have?
We don't have a net, but maybe we could get a net
We can get one maybe from
somewhere.
the Queen.
yes, definitely. There's fishing nets. You're on the River
Get
Wye.
the darn thing pinned down.
Yeah.
All right. So the dummy will be the bait, and
Yes,
then
then we'll launch
drop
the net,
on it.
onto the creature,
Okay.
And we'll have the archers all aim at the wings.
and then we'll stab at it. Yeah,
Okay.
Perfect.
So go
Right.
over that with the archers. Make sure they're.
they're good with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
Wingage.
Yeah.
Wingage.
Aim for the wings.
Aim for the wings.
Alrighty. Okay.
Our plan is to keep it from flying away, so that
Yeah.
it has no chance to heal.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. So the next morning, you all head out.
Okay.
The journey is due to take 2 days. Let's see. Oh no, I'm sorry. Just 1 day. But so Jack accompanies you all.
Uh-huh.
He has his dummy,
Right.
now wrapped in dull canvas.
Right.
He has a huge bale of rope.
We'll let him ride a horse.
Wow.
It's a bit too
My
small.
war pony.
He's a bit. Oh, you could ride the war pony.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That'd be
actually.
cool.
Put him up like behind a
that.
squire if we need to. Like he doesn't know how to ride a horse.
But
Peasant
after.
probably has never been on a horse.
Well, yeah, he's riding it like farm boy style, just purely functional. No style whatsoever to it,
That's why he's on the pony.
Yeah.
And after a couple hours, in fact, he urges a halt and jumps down off the pony. He says, I'm going to cross the river and cut across some hills. They're not suitable for riding animals. But if I do not have to tarry, I can be in position by the time you reach the church to set out the dummy bait.
Wow. All right, now you lost me. Why is he going into what position is he going to To do what?
He wants to set the dummy out.
In a different spot than we're approaching.
No.
Exactly.
Well,
What? Yes.
Sort of like so that, if you all arrived at the same time in the same place, he'd have to like run across,
he wouldn't have time to set the trap.
Exactly. The dragon would see him setting it up, the worm.
Oh.
So he'll set the bait and he'll get there ahead of you.
I do not trust him.
Well, make your suspicious roll as well.
Oh crap! I crit my trusting.
Well, I crit my trusting too.
He seems like a smart
Pass my
lad.
trusting.
All right, so
Glad he thought
Check
of it.
trusting.
so most of you all, yes, check trusting, and one of you check suspicious.
Oh, what a good kid.
What a fantastic child.
Yeah.
So full of plots
Get
and
off that pony.
plans.
Get off that pony.
Get off that pony.
I'm gonna take my pony of your lives. Nah.
Well, he was telling the truth about the fireproof, so
Yeah, he was, and that's huge all on its own,
That's
even if
true.
he's lying about
Actually, that is
everything
true.
else.
All right,
Except
so
he did indeed get sap from said tree.
indeed.
Yeah, I guess.
So sometime after the noon hour, you're continuing to follow this road as it wends its way through more hills along the side of the river. The path then starts heading up into the hills away from the river, which bends away. And at this point, cresting the rise of this hill, you see beyond. Everything is burned black.
Yeah. Yeah.
The weeds are burned. There's no sign of life visible. There are merely stumps where trees once stood.
And those are also burned black.
Yes. Each step of your horse's hooves brings up a puff of ash. The only thing you can see remaining is a tumbled down church stone steeple out in the middle of the ashen plain.
Creepy.
Everyone make awareness roll.
Ah! Oh, I fail.
I make it.
Make it.
All right, everyone except Malvis can see on that steeple the worm is coiled around it,
Oh.
and it's
wow.
slowly starting to uncoil, and its head is kind of like picking up and like
Oh, and like periscoping?
periscoping.
What are you guys looking at?
Guys, freeze.
So I
He
give
can't see
the
us if we
archers
don't
a
move.
signal to sort of
Start fanning out.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
take their places.
Go time.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, your horses are starting to get a little crazy. Everyone make horsemanship rolls, please.
Success.
Pass.
A fail.
Oh.
All right, so Percy's just spending all his time trying to calm it, and it's getting more frantic. Those of you who made it are merely keeping them at their current level of fear.
Okay. That's not good.
They are sensing the worm's hunger for their flesh.
Yeah.
Sorry, just that.
So, what do you all want to do? The
Can we
crossbowmen are fanning out.
Can we see the child and the dummy?
You
anyway?
see no sign of it.
All right.
Well, how are we gonna launch this net at it?
I don't know.
If
There's
it's
nothing
not,
for us to drop it from.
Just thought we'd launch it.
we can try to ride past it and throw it over a part of it,
Sure.
like over one of its wings.
Perhaps.
Okay.
Tangle it at least.
I'm guessing that would be probably some kind of dex roll.
Yes, and it will require another horsemanship roll as well.
So I'm not gonna be volunteering for that.
No, I'll do it. I'll try and fling this thing.
Okay. Horsemanship.
Well, is he flying back down, or is he still in the church?
It's starting to surmount the steeple, like it's preparing. Its wings are starting to spread out. It's preparing to take to the air.
Give it a go. Give it a go.
Are we anywhere near close enough that
We could do such a
Or are
thing.
we gonna?
No, it's a ways off. But if it's coming after you, then you'll meet it in the middle.
Okay. First is the horsemanship.
Because it's definitely got its sights
All right,
fixed
so I
on
made
you.
that. No problem.
Great. Check your horsemanship.
And then.
Okay, so you urge your horse forward despite its panicking,
Yes.
kind of like trotting
Yes.
sideways,
Digging
and then
into its
dig in
flank.
and it just takes off. So you're galloping out across the ashen plain. The worm
God,
takes.
that's valorous.
Yes, definitely. Well,
One of
actually,
the stupidest things I've ever
roll
done.
your valorous. Actually,
I made it.
great. Okay, so the worm takes to the air and is flying straight for you.
Okay.
All right, so Yes, go ahead and make a dex roll.
Oh man, she's the one with the sword.
I know.
That's
Okay,
right.
impassioning it. Okay, made it. Okay, made it.
Some heroic music to go
Yeah.
along with that. All right, so you made your dex roll?
Uh-huh.
What'd you roll?
I rolled an 18.
Okay, great. So, you fling the net over the worm's pinions.
Yes.
As it smashes into your horse,
Oh.
tearing at its jugular.
Uh-huh.
So, hold on.
It's on the ground now.
Kind of, yeah. 13. Wow, I rolled terribly. Okay, so that's 24 points of damage. So your horse has 5 points of armor, so that's 19 points to your horse.
Okay.
The worm is coiling around it. There's fire shooting out of its mouth.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
The net is over its pinions now.
Got it.
I'll need another horsemanship roll at a -10.
The horse is not dead?
No, because horses have 46 hit points.
Yes.
Oh, I made it.
Yes.
Wow. So you somehow maintain hold of your wounded horse.
Yes.
Okay. So what are the rest of you doing?
Charging.
Horse miles.
Yeah, charging.
And
Yep, charging.
okay. So we'll have one-on-one round with the worm and
I'm
Albus
gonna
here.
stab it right in the beak with the Wyrmsbane.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Haha!
Right between the eyes.
Okay, let's do it.
All
Are you
right.
impassioning your sword at all?
Oh yeah, I'm all impassioned. Okay, I made that.
Great. Plus 10 to your sword.
Oh Jesus, 11.
I rolled a 5.
Oh!
So what do I do? Double?
You're gonna do double, yeah.
All right. Ooh.
This is the slow-mo where like the light is starting to shine.
Yeah.
29.
29. Okay.
With the Wyrmsbane, gleaming red gem,
Catching that ray of sunlight.
That's right.
infuriating it.
Okay. Wow. Very good. Yes. I'm sure you just said that for color, but it's actually quite true. The Wyrmsbane bites down into the worm's flesh and then keeps going like the old hot knife through butter effect.
Wow.
And the worm screeches like you actually lose your hearing. The screech is so loud, and this gout of flame just erupts from its mouth and traces up over your shield, so you're okay. But some of the sap is like melting off, you know.
Good kid.
Okay, so that was that round. Yes, and yeah, you actually inflicted a major wound on it there. So
All right, you guys, come on, let's clean up.
let's clean up. All right, so it is trying to flap away.
Did the archers get a chance to...
No, because
Are we in the way?
Malvis got right into it. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Let's see here. Actually,
Well,
let me.
we'll have them ready just in case it flies away.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
We
Exactly.
can take it down. Hopefully.
Let's see. Actually, I'm not sure if it's gonna. You know what? Actually, no. You hit it with Wyrmsbane, so it's personal at this point.
It's personal.
Yes.
All right.
It wants to kill you.
Excellent.
So, but the net is nicely draped over its pinions there. So, okay. So everyone else is charging in.
Yep.
So great. So let's all go ahead and impassion and do our attacks and
All
everything
right.
else.
Let's see about Dragon Slayers.
Crit.
Oh, crit Dragon Slayers.
Nice. Perfect.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's so awesome.
I've never had a Pendragon campaign with so much dragon slaying. How did Percy do?
Oh, I made my...
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So the worm and Jen, go ahead with your roll. You're still impassioned, of course.
Oh, okay. Crit.
Nice. All right. So it's got a 2 on its bite attack against you.
Okay. So
Let's see. Edern, I randomized its tail lash, so it's lashing its tail around. So
and I got 2.
unless I get a crit, nope.
So I got 66 damage on it.
What?
Holy.
66.
Because if we're charging, right?
Yes, you are
Double
charging.
horse damage.
Yes,
right.
it is double horse
So
damage.
I got
man.
66.
Horse, okay.
66, you got it. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Oh.
I got 43 damage with the Great Spear.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that's an extra D6 damage from the poison. So that's I rolled a 6.
Awesome.
So, and Percy.
17. Where's the again?
And Jen, you made it as
46
well.
damage.
46, and then
33.
33. You critted, right?
Yeah, with the Wyrmsbane.
Plus an additional 10 from the Wyrmsbane, so that's 53. All right, so basically, in the space of one combat round, you guys carved this thing like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Yay!
It is transfixed with spears. It is cut up with Wyrmsbanes. It is dead, and dead.
Yes.
Could it be better?
No,
No,
it really couldn't.
could not be.
I didn't even bother figuring out how far into the negatives you drove that
That's
thing.
how good it is.
So
Can we just know what its hit points were so we can feel that sense of victory?
it was at 30 hit points with 15 points of armor. So all of you did like at least 30 after armor. So you killed it 4 times over, basically.
Good.
And so of course you see Clever Jack running onto the field with the red dummy at this point, and then just kind of stopping, and being like, "Hooray!"
Was your sap that saved my shit?
So how big is the
Look at
worm's
that sword.
head?
That's wow.
The worm's head. Let's do a quick estimation of that.
Let's take a tooth.
Yes.
Or a
If
claw.
it's small enough, we can take the whole head.
We can take the head back to the lady.
Yeah.
Or no, to the king.
Size is
Well, she can look at it first.
Oh yeah.
size is 35.
So, I mean, horses are 34. Just
Yeah, so it's
FYI.
about the size of a horse head.
Yeah.
So you could definitely take it
Totally.
back.
Yeah, we can absolutely take it.
Oh sweet.
And you know,
I swear this is a gift to King
Wyrmsbane just
Caradog.
like
Oh yeah.
through hot butter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take it right
So,
off.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
One swipe.
like a lightsaber style clean cut.
Yeah, basically.
And then, you know, we can
Alright.
take like talons or something for ourselves.
I would like
I
something.
think so,
yeah.
It'd be fun.
So as you're carving up the prize, which
Yes.
is, absolutely your
you
right.
do.
Everyone make awareness rolls.
Uh-oh. Now the real...
Make it.
Now the mother comes.
Success.
Exactly. Grendel. Grendel.
Or Clever Jack
Grendel's
trying to
mom.
steal her.
Clever Jack turns into a dragon.
No, you all made it.
I crit my awareness.
Oh wow! All right, so Percy, you're the one who finds it. A sleek green jewel embedded into among the scales at the tip of its
neat.
tail.
Hey.
Wow.
Percy.
Is this the magic stone it was protecting? Or...
Could be.
Probably.
Only one way to find out.
Yes,
you
hold it
wanna
in
try
one
it?
hand, see if the other hand fills up with gold.
Oh no! It only works for the rightful High King of the
try it.
land. So.
You might be the rightful High King of the land if it
I don't
works.
know. We all should try.
I try it.
Nothing.
I'll pass it around though and let everyone...
We'll have fun with it.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
All right, well, obviously Percy should hold on to it.
Hey, maybe Jack should try it.
he demurs. He's like, oh no, that's a gem for a king if I've ever seen one.
All right.
As it should be.
Maybe we should give it to Arthur.
All right.
Like, no, my homage Arthur is 16. We should give it to Arthur.
I don't have any.
Minus 19. Yeah!
Yeah!
All right. Oh, Arthur's gonna love this so much. That'll help pay for all kinds of things.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you guys have your treasure or your prize, your trophies.
Got the head.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Great.
Fantastic.
Yeah, this
Well,
is awesome.
Now
Let's-
do we get loyalty dragon slayers too?
We totally do. We
Oh,
get something.
definitely. Yeah. Generate your loyalty dragon slayer.
That's 3d6.
3d6. Let me just see what the modifier is going to be here. You can go ahead and roll your 3d6, and I'll tell you what to add to it.
So it's just Dragon Slayer?
Loyalty Dragon Slayers.
Loyalty dragon slayers. Everyone, go ahead and add 3 points to whatever you rolled, and then roll an additional d6 and add that.
Woo! Awesome.
So add 3 plus another... Okay.
Plus another
another roll.
d6. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
You're all part of the club now.
Welcome to the club.
Oh, sweet. My older brother is also part of the club.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
true.
all cool with him.
Yeah.
And I'm putting that dragon on my shield.
And I
hell
actually
yeah.
stabbed this dragon. He did
awesome.
not stab the last one.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Good point.
Yep.
Doing your Lancelot style run, you know. All right, so
I watched from a distance. It looked exciting. As I ran, it took me an extra 10 minutes after it was dead to still get there.
exactly.
It was
It was a big
hysterical.
hill fort. It covered
It was
many acres.
Yeah, it did.
Hilarious.
Anyway, hill fort.
We planned that one a little strangely.
Yeah.
Well, it could have gone anywhere.
Could have gone. Well, you didn't know which way it was going to go, so
Yeah,
it
it's
could have
true.
gone towards Kinray.
Yeah.
You didn't know.
It was
Well, I think actually I was the first one who showed up with the clanging.
Oh, you were the bait.
right.
That's
yeah,
right.
I was being the bait.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, back at Hay, Dame Venuse is fascinated and obviously pleased by your tales.
Mm-hmm.
She orders her best fare to be set out, which is, in this case, is venison with cinnamon sauce.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
And then, of course, you head out of her lands back to King Caradoc's court,
Mm-hmm.
where he, holds a feast in your honor.
Let me present him with the head.
Yes.
Ta-da.
We took your eye. We took its head.
Yay!
Put it on a silver platter and then just do
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
so that's yeah, definitely. So he wants to hear the whole tale. So whoever wants to do a compose or an orate.
Can I sing it?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
please do.
Absolutely.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Let's see. I'll just modify with my glory.
Okay.
Let's see how that goes. I pass.
Excellent.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so you tell an excellent tale of the dragon slaying over dishes including galantine pie shaped like finches.
What's
Contents are minced beef and chicken with bog berries and currants.
Delicious.
Lovely.
The gravy is just unparalleled.
Oh yeah. And in the course of telling all this and showing off the stone that you found and all that other good stuff, he says that he just happens to know that the High King's retinue is making its progress not too far from here.
Oh.
Actually, on their way to the city of Glavum.
Lovely. Well,
Perfect.
let's intercept.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we'll thank Clever Jack, tell
Yep.
him he was a part of the slaying of the great dragon, and send him on his way.
Excellent.
Forever back around this way. We're gonna find you
Yep.
and take you with us.
Yep.
If he hasn't built a flying machine before then.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Genius.
Mm.
So you ride out of the Forest of Dean and into the Severn River Valley, and about 5 miles north of Glavum, you spot the unmistakable sign of the king's progress, because it's about 300 people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Drags for like a mile.
yes, exactly, just wending its way along the road.
Okay.
Well, let's approach.
Okay. So I'll need a courtesy roll from somebody to get past Sir Kay.
I've got this one.
Alrighty. Perfect.
I succeed.
All right. So as a round table
table
knight, of course, yes.
I'll flash the round table gang sign.
The secret symbol.
The RT.
Yeah.
And yes. And so you appear before Arthur. He temporarily stops the progress to listen to your tale.
Wow.
So who wants to make an orate roll there in front of the king?
Not me.
Not you?
No.
What's your roll?
I would recommend.
You are a round table knight,
Okay.
though.
Yeah. So I'll
true.
I'll impassion with my
I
honor.
think it would be most appropriate for you to do so.
Success.
Okay.
And then orate is orate boosted by
Glory, yes.
Okay, cool. So
This is good.
all right, I succeed with a 10.
Great. All right. So Arthur, sitting atop his snow white charger, listens as you tell him, and he grows, increasingly interested, but still seems a bit skeptical. Not so much about the dragon or the worm, he believes you there, but this whole stone business.
Wow.
Well, I will gesture to
Yep.
Percy.
Percy.
So you present the stone. Ha!
Ah.
So Arthur, smiling, takes it, looks it over, kind rubs it between his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
And finally says, well, let's see if it works. I would like 1 librum, please. And sure enough, in his hand, a bunch of silver denarii just spring out.
Whoa!
Immediately drops to the knee.
Yeah, everyone is just like, God's hooks, you know?
The High King.
By the blood of Saint Jerome. So forth. So,
Currency debasement in 5.
this could have some sort of knock-on effect.
There could be some repercussions here.
So, of course, knights and ladies are, who'd been sort of watching, somewhat disinterestedly, or suddenly, like, everyone's rushing over.
I bet they are.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah, so he does it again.
Hands
and
until
everyone's
tomorrow.
Yeah. Scramble for the...
So he slips the jewel into a safe pouch in his tunic.
Yeah.
And he says, well, this demands some proper reward. So, Marshal, break the march. We'll camp here. Kay, prepare a regal feast, including those dainties you told me about from Africa. Chamberlain, find me some clean clothes and a place to speak to the ambassador. Because I've shat myself in amazement. Bedivere, would you please give these knights some clean clothing and a place to wash up?
Okay.
I invite you to join me tonight, Sir Knights.
How is your horse?
Oh, I don't know. Mostly
Sorry.
You probably left it at
Mostly.
at hay.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
it wasn't really in condition
Shaped,
to.
okay.
So you would have been on your roundsy. You
Right.
know. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Just horse family.
yes, of course,
Oh, yeah,
of
that's
course.
your affair.
So yes, Bedivere escorts you away with a friendly smile.
So we really have shot all the way up.
Yes, pavilion tents are being raised, and you're ushered into one as soon as it is secured.
Oh shit.
Fine clothes are brought forth, salvers full of water, jugs of finest wine, and before he takes his leave, Bedivere just says, the king will want you to tell your tale, so settle on which one or two of you, or however many of you it takes to tell the tale, but do so now and not in front of the assembled nobility of Britain, please. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to see to the ambassador from Portugal.
Okay.
And so he withdraws.
Well, we have 2 singers in our group.
Indeed. So yeah, how do you want to present it? Singing, orating, composing and singing. But Kinrain would be there as the constable of the land, so he'll be there to witness Edern's
Sweet.
heroics.
Aw, Daddy will be so proud.
Yeah.
All those feels, bro.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So you would sing it?
Me?
You think?
Who else sings?
Well,
I don't do it. What do I do?
You've got a family
you would have
trait of
inherited
singing.
it from
Yeah,
Wolfram.
Wolfram could sing.
Oh,
You get a plus
yes.
10 to your singing.
Okay,
My
so
bird can do a little ditty, maybe.
Your bird can whistle with it.
Oh!
The bird can like swoop for like emphasis in the
The bird
background.
can play the part of the worm.
The worm, yeah. Dragonfly as the worm.
Yeah.
I've got then a
Yeah, so
14
Jen,
in
boost
singing.
your singing by 10 for
Alright,
sure.
so
yeah.
then, so 14 singing.
Yeah, because that was your.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
You would have inherited it without knowing it.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
You suddenly find that you have a voice for singing.
That's right.
We're harmonizing.
Alright, with you.
Yes.
Just like, alright, so we'll do that then. We'll do a duet.
Okay, very good.
Lovely.
All right, so yes, that night you are guests of honor at the high table, where an extinction roast is put forth. That is to say, the selected parts of the last sturgeon from the Libyan lake Tritonis, steamed to flaky perfection, garnished with sweet bright orange and yellow flowers, with something small and black and sharp tasting, and other African herbs.
Alright.
As a Tuscan harper strums in the background, and you all...
Chirping away.
All right.
Yes. I am passioned with loyalty.
Are
Dragon
they
Slayers.
capers, by the way, or what?
Caviar, actually. Never had it before.
Ooh.
Ah.
Yes. So.
Wow.
Crit.
Crit.
All right.
Awesome.
Crit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brings tears to eyes.
Yeah.
We include some nice parts about King Caradoc, of course.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the setup.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Telling a whole tale here.
Yeah.
That's right.
We got a lot of time.
Okay. Yeah, you do. And So you tell a spellbinding tale through the power of song, and receive a standing ovation, including from the king.
I bet my father's crying because he and Wolfram used to
That's
compose
right.
songs together about their amazing tales, and now his son and Wolfram's daughter are singing together.
You're totally right.
Oh,
It's a real moment.
that is
That's
so
a lot.
It's a real moment.
heartwarming.
Yep.
Okay, so as reward, let's see. Each one of you will receive what's called a fee farm. That is to say, a manor in which you just get pure profit off of it and you don't owe any extra service.
Oh.
All right, I will
Nice.
email you how much you get later, but it's fee farm, fee. And basically it's just a lease that will expire after 10 years.
I see. All right. That's interesting.
So I'll send you some details on that, but it'll raise your discretionary income once you get it. You also each get all of you except for Edern, who doesn't need one. You all get one of those Piton chargers.
Ooh.
Oh, we do?
Yep.
Oh man.
So that's a 7d6 charger.
Nice.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Your choice of all black, all white, or all gray.
Wow.
7d6.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And you all receive a suit of noble clothing worth 7 libra.
Whoa.
So when you wear that, it's going to add 7 to your app.
No.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it +7. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Noble clothing. Okay.
Right. Suit of noble clothing.
Mm-hmm.
+3 to our app.
7.
Plus 7 to our app.
+7.
Yeah.
Ah.
Irresistible.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Wow.
Yeah.
Shenanigans.
So what dragon are we gonna kill next year, guys?
Well, the other ones you know about are all up in Malahout, and you
Yeah.
have a complex history with that land, so you'd have to negotiate it politically as well as you wouldn't get the same warm welcome you got with these courts you got out here. So up to you if you want to take the risk.
Wait,
but-
was having to fight other knights a warm welcome?
Well,
So friendly.
it would probably be like, full force,
Like an army
first plus.
meeting us.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of, the first to score 3 touches, no.
You're right.
The first to not die from being assaulted on all 3 sides.
Yes. One item of note is that the king, as mentioned earlier, is hosting the ambassador for Portugal.
Yes.
He's also hosting the Irish king of Leinster, one King Anguish, who has patterned his court on Arthur's, but has stirred up a considerable amount of objection from the local Irish lords because of that.
Yeah.
So he's here to ask for some help. Apparently, the Irish High King Muirchertach is preparing a attack on Leinster. So, and here's King Anguish himself. So there he is. So there's opportunity for adventure abroad next year if you all prefer that. So
I think I might.
I think that picture makes me want to.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say no to him.
You don't say no to that guy.
Nope, you don't.
Otherwise, he will find you and kill you.
Yes, so that is a possibility for certain.
Okay, good.
That's wonderful.
But yes, other than that, soon enough the court is back on the march to Glavum, and you are all free to go your own ways back to your lands, considerably enriched.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, that is.
That went way better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Well, it did, yeah.
Those are some vicious rolls we made. Yeah.
Those were some vicious rolls, and you guys, you didn't just charge in without preparing, so
Yeah.
you knew what you were getting yourselves into.
And also kudos on being another character that stood toe to toe with a dragon.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Now you've got a sword called Wyrmslayer.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Amazing.
So
What
basically,
is the value of that, by the way? Just
Considering
out
you
of
started
curiosity.
out with
priceless.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
no squire at the beginning of
With
this.
nothing.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
have
horse.
only
And a
have
horse.
Wyrmslayer.
So basically, Jen, that does plus 2d6 damage against any worm
Okay.
Or dragon.
or dragon.
Guys, we should kill more
2d6.
dragons.
I know, we totally should. But, I mean, Ireland's awesome, too.
Oh, actually, sorry, just worms. Just worms.
Just worms. Okay.
Worms only.
Worms
Well.
only.
We'll find out if there are any worms around.
So worms are not dragons? These
No.
are not the same... Alright.
Worms are like the beastly form. That's why you were so kind of surprised when you encountered an actual dragon and it was talking to you.
So this worm was not capable of speech, otherwise
No,
we
it
would
was-
try to...
Otherwise you wouldn't have killed it again, right?
Yeah. Do you want me to take your sheet and update
Oh,
it?
yeah, that's right.
The Master Herald.
The Herald.
Cool.
All right, well.
Oh, and Jen, you have a red dragon.
That's it.
What color do you want the back to be?
White.
White? So,
Sounds good. I'll throw it together.
Thank you.
Dragon rampant.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, cool.
Or a worm rampant.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see if I can
do.
find one, yeah.
Well, you know, get the idea.
I'm saying if you have Worm Slayer,
Worm, yeah.
having a worm on your shield.
I was unclear on the
Yeah.
difference between the two.
All
I'm
right.
just saying that'd be
If we can, I'll look, I'll see. I wouldn't know a worm if it bit me.
and this one didn't, so it's hard to know what it
I
is.
still don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe your horse though.
Your horse knows
That
what a worm
poor
is.
horse.
Yeah, that horse.
I rolled so badly on the damage. There was like 4 1s in there.
Yeah.
It's okay, we made up for it with our damage rolls, but
That's true. Yes, you did.
utterly murdering that thing.
That's for sure. Moitering.
Moida.